Hey guys, can everybody hear me? Is the music too loud? It's a little bit of loopy music that I'm going to end up turning off because I know it's going to drive y'all nuts. Let's go ahead and change it now. Can y'all hear me? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Joe Isabella, channel member, Fook Doozle, congratulations, channel member. That's an awesome win, brother. I wasn't over there tonight. I was struggling with the light. What is up, Kevin Weingarter? 6034, channel member. Going. What's up, brother? Jim Miller, channel member. Ghost Malone EDC, how are you, buddy? Blade Ogre, channel member. Marco, channel member. We got Crispy Critter, the man, the myth, the legend. Good to see you, buddy. All you channel members, I have pinned the link in case you haven't had a chance to leave a comment for the Kaiser Gunhammer, guys. This is an old knife, unlike anything you have seen from Kaiser. Google Daryl Ralph Designs, rest in peace. He's an old guy who passed away, but make sure everybody gets in on that. And for just people hanging out, if you're chatting and we know you, this is a pretty brand new Vosti raccoon. They call it a cleaver. I call it a sheep's foot. And who knows what else? Who knows what else? So if y'all are yelling at me at the bottom of the chat, I'm running up. Fuchs Diesel, we are oversized, non-needed knives. Yours is probably bigger than this. I love this, even though I'm thinking about selling it. Somebody had wanted it, and I forgot who it was. But there's nothing wrong with a ridiculously built knife. Like Metal Complex says, I like it because somebody took the time to design and actually build it. And when it gets right down to it, when you get to a certain point in your knife game, you appreciate that crazy shit because we see so much other stuff. Homer, Felipe, welcome, brother, channel member. Good to see you. Make sure everybody, though, I love 100% participation in the giveaways, 100%. And if you're new and you're just coming by, welcome. You don't have to be a channel member to be in on the other giveaway. Just say howdy to a few people, kind of get to know a few people in the chat. You don't have to be a chatterbox. I know how it sucks sometimes to talk a lot, but just make sure somebody knows you. You say hi to connect with somebody. That way, when you win, you won't be a stranger and we won't think you're a swiper. What's up, Goondocks? Y'all ever watch Dora the Explorer? I had a daughter at the time Dora the Explorer was on. I don't know how old y'all are, but remember Swiper, who was always swiping? We don't want any swipers. Angelo, channel member, what is up? Groundfall, channel member, what is up? I think I'm getting close. T Fitch was here earlier. I don't think he's back yet because there are a lot of other lives going on, which is totally cool. I get it. We're going to be here for a while. So thumbs up if you can hear me or if I've just been talking to the void. And then I'll show you all some shit that we've accumulated in the last, I don't know, week. And what we got coming in, Greg Vanderlip. Howdy, buddy. Colby, channel member, what's up? I'll come all the way to the bottom. Lemon in. JD for EC, what is up, buddy? Channel member, I talked about you in a video today. I don't know if you saw it on this video. Guys, I don't know if y'all remember last week, and I don't even know if I had this last week or the week before. My Devo TPK Lush. JD for EDC was kind enough to trade with me his camo carbon fiber, 80s camo carbon fiber, for my blue, whatever it was called. Um, I liked the blue. It was my second choice. I literally got there 4 or 5 minutes after the drop, and the candle was just gone, done. This is a really cool knife I'm playing with, and I'm going to do a video about Colin Mason Pierre because I still have several of his knives. I have this knife. I have, I think it's a 319 from Tucson. And you guys know I'm giving away 22 Suns. I haven't given that one away. I had the Cootie Royal in G10, and I just ordered it. And let me get Fuchs Dude's little wrench. Hold on. I just ordered it in titanium, so I'm gonna wait for it to come in. Greg needs the wrench too. Um, I'm gonna wait for the Royal titanium to come in, and then I'm going to do a video kind of about how and when Hero Sticks. I'm making you a moderator. Where's Fuchs? Thought I had him. I thought he was lower down here. I'm trying to find you, Fuchs. So I can make you a moderator. But anyway, the reason I'm going to do that is I was already all up in Colin's designs long before he and Fuchs is a moderator, long before he and Lefty ever met. All right. So I've had a lot of CN designs, which is, you guys might have some in your collection. It's this Maker's Mark right here on the flipper tab. I don't know if you can see it. But anyway, Colin Mason Pierre. So my video concept idea is I'm going to go through what Colin did. And then when Colin and Lefty got together, I think two very interesting things happened. And I think Colin has always been a fantastic knife designer, i.e., innovative, pushing the envelope. I'm not a fan of that Best Tech that has a totally different lock, but it's innovative. I love the Royal. I love this little mutt by Tuya, and I love my Tucson, 319, I think. And then I think about it, Lefty, who's the most picky motherfucker I know, right? Y'all know, y'all used to watch his reviews, is helping Colin design knives and being very particular about what he'll accept. And I think he's beating people down. You're right, Crispy, the best tectonic. And I think he helps. I think the two of them are a great team because love or hate Lefty, he's handled thousands of knives and he's very picky. And I don't think he designs from a left-handed perspective. Guys, I bought this Buzz late in the game because I've gotten into the nips and I've got something super cool to show you guys here in a second. But I got the Buzz long after I had the MASH. M-Bomb, what's up, Mateo? Had a bunch of the MASH V2 was kind of the same slot in a knife case for me that the Buzz was, even though the Buzz was made by Best Tech, titanium frame lock, amped up. I mean, the difference in quality is worth the 300 here to 115 on the MASH, but the MASH was so good, and Lefty disagrees with me on this, but I think the MASH was so good, that's what impacted the Buzz's sales. But my point is, Colin works out designs to the end, and then Lefty, love him or hate him, likes certain stuff. I'm the first one to tell you, stout, there's one coming from Pass Around that I'm not part of for me to check out. I've never liked the stout. I like the pony stout, but I gave it away. Check this out, guys. Y'all know what that is? That's right, people. Lefty sent me this nip slip to check out. And I can tell you this, I found out from him that this is who they're going with, the OEM's QSP. I'm sure this one's D2. I don't know what colorways they're going to be on this. I don't know if you guys have experienced the nip, but the ergonomics of it are amazing. You've got contoured handles on this slip joint. You've got this very generous front finger choil. So it's a slip joint, right? I'm holding it. The only grip I'm going to use is this front grip. If I go to close it, it's going to close on the choil. So it's totally, A, it's stiff. It's got a wonderful walk and talk. And B, it's got that choil that just makes handling it a dream. Guys, I don't know if you can see this. It's going to be S90V, I think. The flat grind on it. It's freaking sick. I've only had it for 3 days, I think. This is my 3rd day. And again, this is the prototype, guys, so I don't expect it to be as sharp. But when I told Lefty, I don't think he believes me. I just now got into slip joints, just now being about 9-10 months ago. But one of the slip joints that's still my favorite, that's very non-traditional, is the To This to Vanish. I think this knife, like the, where'd it go? Like the QSP Hedgehog, are kind of transformative, right? I think you could not even be into slip joints. And if you have any affection for the nip, I have 3 of them. I bought every one of them. It's a great little cutter. It's a great little knife. And in a slip joint, I find it perfect because Lefty included the Troy leather slip. I carry all my slip joints in this slip just in my left pocket down at the bottom of it. But this is such a small footprint. It is awesome, guys. I'm going to be looking for that. And then the other new thing I had come in, which was really cool, from Dave Warren and Tuya Knives. I've talked to them a lot, and I own many Tuya Knives. Well, I used to own many. I gave the Cebu away on a Friday night flick. $20 owns it. But I still have the big belly. And this is the Caladan V2, which is Jim Skelton's design. And it's a design that is based or inspired by a custom fixed blade he did called the Exorcist. I'll take you and show you that later on if you want to see it. But I never understood this knife on the version 1. I don't have it here, but my buddy A to Z EDC has the version 1. And I used to kid with him, hello, I'm a fucking parrot. I always thought it was like a bird. I just thought that. But when you look at the Exorcist and you think of its tactical implication, what this basically is, as you guys probably all know, is it's just a guard, very smooth guard for that flipper tab. So it gives it a much more open hand satin S90V, beauty of a knife with carbon fiber for about $250, right? And it's got action that the only way I know how to describe it is it feels very elegant and expensive, whatever that means, kind of hydraulic. Well, then Lefty sent me the knit slip to check out, and he said he was throwing it to you. I said, well, make sure you're not sending, you don't need to send it if it's something that Dave's sending me, because he was going to be sending me a couple of knives. He sent me the Caladan V2 to make videos on, and the Mutt, which is Colin's knife. And then I've seen this one on the website, and this is the one that Lefty had that I'm going to be sending back to him. But it is a frag, guys. Instead of being the bolster lock, it's a frame lock, DLC. It's sprayed on via PVC, a vacuum chamber, which bonds the molecule, the carbon, the hydrogen to the steel. So this isn't like black paint. It's not going to wash off. but it's got this kind of bronze. I don't know if my camera's doing it justice. There you go. That shows the color of the scale. Now, I'll be honest with you. I like the frame lock aspect of it, but the carbon fiber, to me, feels smoother in hand. Not because of the frag, but around the corners. Like right here, for some reason, that feels smoother than that. But if I had to choose one, because I think they're the same price. What's up, pretty fly? But I really love this guy right here. I think I'd choose this over, and again, blow that color off because that would be the color I'd pick. Some people might like it, but even though this feels more refined, I think this looks cooler. And let me show y'all a real quick peek of the Excalibur, because the only place I found it was the Arizona Knives, and it's sold out. It's been gone forever. But it's the Jim Skelton. It is not the Excalibur. I did that in a whole video. It's the Exorcist. So some videos I called it the right name. So on my second tile, when I upgraded my video, I actually put it in the tile, so that it wouldn't be a clusterfuck. Here, let me show you guys this. 404 not found. I call BS on that. Let's go. Whoops. Let's go back. There's the knife right there. Whoops. Let's go back. Whoops. Let's go back. I know it's that. There it is. Because I went to Recon 1 to look at it. I don't know if you guys can see it there. Let me see how big that is for y'all. But that is the Exorcist. It's a Jim Skelton custom design. Let's go to the site and see if it's there, because I saw a listing. The listing was there. It sold for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But it's cool, right? I like EDC fixed blades, but you can see some of the inspiration there on the blade. And the reason I pointed out, I have no affiliation with Tuya. I don't have a link there. I don't have anything to do with them, but I do appreciate this knife more after doing my tactical knives of 2023, and then thinking if I ever did need a knife as a Slurpee saver, which I don't, because I've got a Freedom Pill dispenser that I use or would use if I needed to. But what a wonderful knife. Great design on Jim's part. I need to reach out to him, even though he probably wouldn't read it, and send him a DM on how cool I think this is. And then another cool, badass knife is, what is up, Ian Coates? Hugs to you, my boy. I'm missing so many people in the chat. Y'all have to remember, y'all go back and win the Hermit. I'll be here. Go back to MCs. Hang out over there and get go put your name in the video, because you got to be there to win. I'll be here. But this is a great, great knife. This is I call it kind of an overbuilt, smooth, ergonomical knife with the very utilitarian blade shape. Is it a finesse cutter? Not for me. But is it a utility knife on steroids? A cardboard shredder? A guillotine? A fidgeter's dream? I'm holding that front flipper so it doesn't come down on my finger. So by holding that front flipper, it keeps it from just dropping. I'll try to get it out of the way. But what I love about it, I'm a reverse flicker guy. The front flipper, of course, works fine. But this knife, I can literally put my finger anywhere in the hole. It's perfectly wide enough to where my finger fits it like a glove. Got this thing cut. You can tell it got my coupon books in. Luke killed it. $125. And what I loved about it, and I sent out a message and he kind of laughed. And I asked Lefty, please only make one version of the nip flip, which he won't. So so I don't feel like I have to buy them all because I have OCD, ADHD, and just fucking basically a weird person. I love the fact that this was available in titanium with black hardware and a satin blade because all I had to settle on was the design. I didn't have to go through all the wishy-washy, what colorway do I want, blah, blah, blah. NFK20, dude, you can come back here. I'm not going anywhere. I'll stay late for you guys. I want everybody to have a chance to win those knives. I'm usually over there, not trying to win, but hang out. And I like MC. He's one of the first guys videos who I watched. And I felt like he kind of, I don't know, he was younger. I've got this out for a reason. That's my 8015. I think I showed it to you before with the Sawtooth regrind. Let's see if I can get this to show. I don't know if you can see that thick, beautiful point, that deep hollow. It doesn't have a final edge on it yet, but it is. Watch this. Just cuts in paper. But anyway, I was on Original Goat site and took the plunge because all these knives that Sawtooth touched, and I'm about to send in some more, are forever knives. So I went ahead and I ordered the stone-washed titanium scales, which will replace this scale, and they're the linerless. So I'll be able to get rid of the liners too. And I'm really stoked to see what that looks like. It might be a disaster, but Ian, I've been looking at it lately because I've seen it a lot and it doesn't seem that expensive, but something about it I don't like. It looks too much like a tactical kitchen knife. Does that make sense? But my likes and dislikes are weird, right? It's a very cool knife. I've never owned one. I have handled one. My buddy has one. I've not carried one. For example, my buddy A to Z EDC, which if y'all aren't following him on Instagram, you should be. I'm gonna throw his at A to Z EDC. Ian, you met him. This is the guy I go to Blade Show with every year. He's my local buddy who I kind of brought into the knife game early on. We kind of both went it together. Yeah, it's an auto. Ian, the Lux Auto, and I think the SOCOM, because Microtech, if you've watched any of my Microtech videos, which are just a stitch, half the time I call it a Microsoft. That's the brand I have the least experience with, but I think it's the SOCOM Elite that kind of looks pointy, but it's manual. I think the LUT is an auto, and if I remember, the one I used was an older version. It was at Blade Show, and to quote Grateful Panic in the old days, it felt like the breeze blowing open a screen door. It didn't have that kick. When I say kick, this is my, thanks to Paul Mills, my S&G, and this thing kicks like a fucking mule. But the LUT, mine at least, the one that I got to experience, did not kick that much. Jim, channel member, what's up? M-Bomb, I talked to you earlier. Good to see you, Mateo. And guys, you do not have to be a channel member to win. I've got the channel member giveaway posted at the top of this chat. I pinned it so any of you channel members can go up there and leave a comment. But I'm also going to give away this new Lightning, and this is one I bought from White Mountain Knives. This is not one of the few that Palestine sent me, but this is the raccoon. They call it the cleaver. I call it the sheep's foot or warning. I love this knife. I gave away the blue, my original raccoon, on Friday Night Flicks and replaced it with this one, but I don't use it for a size comparison knife. I did a review on it. I don't carry it. I'd rather one of y'all have it. So as long as you're like gone and you're saying hey to people, and you could be brand new here. You could never have had your name pop up in chat. And all you have to do is go, hey Jim Miller, or hey Greg Vanderlip, or hey N-Bomb, and they'll say hey back to you. And before you know it, you'll have 8 or 9 people saying hey to you, and I'll, because I'm a squirrel, well by then picked up your name so that if you get drawn, we'll know you're not a swiper. So I will redraw if the crew the people, that community that I see in other lives and hear all the time says, hey man, we don't know them. Because I'm in some different weird chat groups that are good. One of them, they're both creator groups. What's up, Autumn? But there have been some shenanigans. Y'all be very safe when you're out there in chat land. We all want to do something kind for someone. We all want to help. Be weary of people. We all have bad times. We all have hard times. We'll all talk about our bad times and our hard times. And we all know somebody who has bad times and hard times. But if it's somebody that you really don't know that well, it's a screen name that you haven't seen for a while, and you start to see them in chats and they start to talk to you about stuff going on, beware that we're aware of at least 3 people that have taken advantage of the community that Brother Shane tracks through some of his weird sources. And there's just shenanigans going on. And it usually starts off as a couple of generosity giftings, and then it becomes knife trades that never happen. And a lot of us have been caught up in it, and there's nothing wrong with being caught up in it. And the last thing that I want, or the last thing that I'll let happen to me, is it dull my kindness or my generosity. But what it does do is it makes you more open to knowing as many people as possible, to try to get to know, because we're only going to see each other, a few of us at Blade Show, because it's hard for everybody to get to Blade Show. And we can go to regional knife shows and we'll slowly meet. And we've got this huge net, like mushroom foot, if you will, the part of the ground that connects us all by somebody who's met us. And those are the people who, I know me, and I know people like me that want to share things that we've acquired and no longer carry as much. We want it to go to somebody, even if it's the same person that's won it over and over and over. That's what I call karma. What's up, Greg Maroney, channel member? That's what I call karma dictating where the knives go, right? Don't feel guilty if you won. Don't not sign up for either subscriber giveaway that we'll do or a member giveaway if you won, because these knives are finding their next home. Thank you for that, Joe. Mycelium. I know that is the what I tried to describe, guys. And I'm not talking about the ones that I love that make the shower curtain moves when the shower's not on. I'm talking about mushrooms in general. They are all connected by this mycelium, this underground infrastructure of basically neurons. Mushrooms take in oxygen like humans do, and they expel carbon dioxide, unlike any other plant. There is something deep about mushrooms. And the ones that let the aliens come hang out with you on the couch are even more wonderful. Greg Vanderlip, do you not have a wrench? You guys have to understand, I want to make sure everybody has a wrench. So if you'll remind me, I'll go in here and I'll add you guys, but I can't see it in the StreamYard. I have to be over here. Greg, you should be good. No, it says you're a standard moderator. Hold on. Greg, it says you're a standard moderator, buddy. Try to post a link. If not, I'll remove you and I'll add you again. Try to post a link, Greg, because on my side, it shows you as a standard moderator, but I can remove it. I want to remove you as a moderator and add you back. He is a moderator. Angelo says he is. Anaso. Hey, I know you're driving and taking a phone call, buddy. I'm glad you're listening in. I'm going to make you a moderator, which all that means is if you're ever in the live and you're sitting down at home, you can share your links or your friends' links, as long as you don't abuse your power and start putting people randomly in timeout. Don't let this distract you if your phone beeps. All that's happening is you're being added as a standard moderator. So I'm scrolling up through the YouTube chat to see if I've missed anybody else who's not colored, because all y'all are blue to me. Jacob, the new generation looks silly. Talk to me, Jacob. Do I know you? Jacob Vermette. Name looks familiar. Let's see if you've had any more conversations before I throw a moderator key on you. Are you in here, Jacob? Talk to me, brother. Or are you just in here trolling, which is fine too. Louis, what's up? Snow Trod or Snow Zero Trod. And guys, I'll warn you, Tippy will be fucking with me later. Joe, you are in here, buddy. You like knives, right? Are you a console? I'm going to make you a moderator because I can always take it away. The new light does look silly. I agree. I'm going to bring up Brother Pocket Metal while I make you a moderator. Pocket Metal, give me a thumbs up if you're ready to join, my friend. Say hey to the people. I'm trying to make Jacob a moderator.
I think you got your pop-up chat out.
Yep. That's why I'm you know me. I have to scramble between two. So that means I have no. I just saw you pop up down there. And I didn't want you to just sit and feel like you were being ignored.
No, it's fine.
Brother Jay for EDC's in here. Ian Coates are in here. We've got to get you to Blade Show, even if we all meet up out in Blade Show West. Because as much as you're like me and you're not a crowd person, it's like the last thing we want to do. It's different when you're around a bunch of just night thieves.
Yeah, as unfortunate as it is, like I myself have to be pretty three sheets in the wind, so to speak, to be in large crowds or like heavily something.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I was going to make that go away. What I was going to say is, wait a minute. All right. What I was going to say is, what I find are very good for crowds for my anxiety disorder, and what I used to use when I'd have to speak to 150 people is Klonopin. Not Klonopin, Closmodine. It's not the bars. It's like a version of whatever Xanax is bad for, because it makes you want to take more and more and more. I don't know if that's called a short shelf life or a long shelf life, to where it go through, but it still be toxicity backing up in your system, even though you wouldn't feel it. So people would take more and more, and it became a big problem. Kratom is a wonder drug. It is a plant. I agree, Snow Tribe.
I've tried like 3 or 4 different versions of it, and none of it seemed to help me. So I just kind of gave up on that shit.
Don't give up on this. I'm gonna give you the name one I want you to jot down, because I had to say
dude, just text it to me, because me jotting something down is just gonna get lost in like 2 minutes after the stream ends.
Well, just Google it. It's something to mention to your doctor next time you talk to him, because this is what, keep in mind, I'm a recovering addict, so they're going to be very careful in what they give me. This is called CLON.
Where the hell is my? I'm gonna open up a new browser here and type it in.
Yep, CLON AZE PAM. And I have the little ones. Well, I actually have now the 1 milligram, because I break.
Oh! I thought you were talking about this being a version of.
No. This is just take the edge off when you're having a deal. Instead of having to drink several beers.
In Washington, it is like impossible to get a prescription for that kind of shit.
This is different in a way, I think, because keep in mind, I have past addiction issues, so I'm not going to get Xanax for people who would normally get Xanax. I'm not going to get the normal stuff because I don't want it, right? I know it can cause different things, but this was one that really works for me. It's generic Klonopin. Greg, but what I remember Klonopin for is when I used to like indulge in 8-ball and not be able to sleep, and I'd eat a whole fucking bar and I'd sleep like a baby. I don't remember it being therapeutic like this is, and maybe it's small dose, because this is a 1 mg tablet, and I used to take a 0.05 or 0.5, which now I still do. I just break this one in half, and it's just a low key. When shit gets real noisy in my head, I take one, and Jim, that works great too. No, Mersal, we're talking knives, buddy. We're talking Olites. I was
I
gonna ask you,
I
Marcel.
also can't, like, weed doesn't work for me for that. Like, it doesn't. I've tried so many different kinds,
It
looking
makes
up
some
different
people
strands and shit.
paranoid. It makes some people more
Yeah.
paranoid. So it's not always the one size fits all wonder drug that I think it is. I think it's just, and I think kratom. Have you tried that kratom?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I tried like 4 different versions. I can't remember which ones they were. We used to keep the little bags that we had bought them in.
I'll send you a knife. I'll send you a knife.
But
Have you seen this knife?
is it looks so similar to that thing that you were like
Yep, I'm gonna make myself big for just a second.
rocking before?
Yep. So
Marcel
this
says
is
weed makes me industrious. It
this is
used to
I
do that
love
for
it.
me too, but
This
it
is the
doesn't like
Diego
fill
nip
me up.
slip. You didn't really like it, pocket metal, but I thought of it as the mini Jaeger. I loved it so much that I bought 3 of them. Two
It's
times.
yeah, it's not that I hate it. I just don't usually carry things that
All right, well,
that
look at
tiny.
this one. And I know. So this is the nip slip. OEM by QSP. This is a prototype. It is the same. Listen to this. It's the same profile, tall, hollow ground blade, where your choil split between the blade and the handle. Contoured handle. You know how QSP can do. I am so excited about this little knife. Xanax is very dangerous, Dean. I dealt with it back in the 90s, and I've heard, and I'm sure it is, I know it and alcohol can kill you when you're trying to get off of it. I have fought with some terrible, terrible go away demons, and that was one that luckily the doctor at the time weaned me, but it was still horrible. Yeah, and I kicked a 15 a day fucking Narcon habit. It was just fucking horrible. But pocket metal, I think you would like this. This is, like I said, just a prototype, but I've
Oh,
got
I love Xanax. You're right.
but I think you'd like this little nip slip because you're a
Dude,
QSP
it just goes back to it's I don't hate it. I just
modern.
I'm sure it's a great little knife. I'm sure I wouldn't dislike it. It's just I wouldn't buy it.
Right. You don't like, well, I see if you're a pure traditionalist, you're not going to be as attracted to modern blade steels, modern materials.
It's
Like
yeah, it's
it's just
actually
kind of
not
trendy.
it's not that at all. Because I've shown people, I've sent some people, because this conversation comes up quite a bit. Everyone thinks I hate modern stuff. It's just it's not the materials. It's just I don't care for that shape necessarily
Right,
for
right,
a slip joint.
right. Well, they do all kinds of crazy. I think they take the liberties, right? Where you like the more purist traditional patterns and things. You like companies that respect the. Am I misreading you here? I need to make myself not big anymore. What the fuck?
I don't know.
I was just chatting to myself. Paul Mills, brother, channel member, and Chris,
Let me
Wang Thang, and Donald's in here. Craig's in here. I hope somebody else won at Metal Complex. Hey,
who did I
Boots
send?
Doodle made a big win tonight on Metal Complex's giveaway. It was a freaking premium knife giveaway. Ask Boots Doodle what he won. You want me to tell you?
What up? Here, I'm gonna show you something.
Show me.
For an example, I'm gonna pop this out here. Let's see here. Yeah, there it is. So this is it's at the bottom. You gotta click the thing.
I see it. I'm just moving my mouse. I'm slow, dude.
There you go. Look, it's modern,
Oh my God.
but I love the look of it.
That's beautiful.
It's got Torque's fucking shit. I think it'd be better if it was
Is that
thin.
wooden or is that a bone handle? Or is
That's
that
my Carta.
Okay, I couldn't tell. It looks so. Is it the handle material you don't like to see shiny on the handle.
It's not that. I just don't like the shape of that other thing you had in your hand. It doesn't do anything for me. Whereas this, I think, looks fucking awesome.
And I agree. That looks awesome to me too. I think I'm more open. We've seen my collection. I have crazy.
Now, granted, this thing probably costs, fucking close to $1,000, if not over. But, I'm sure you could find someone that makes stuff similar that does modern slips that are awesome. That I just don't. I don't know.
Did you see MC's unboxing today? Where you follow Sierra Bound on Instagram, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he sends, his name's Scott, and I've never met him, but MC calls him Scott. He sends MC knives to look at. And he sent him in today the South African custom. I'll urge y'all to watch. It's got a clickbaity title, and he even jokes in the title, but yeah, it's clickbait, trust me. It's a South African custom maker who made this knife, and Scott bumped into him at Blade Show 2023 in Blade Show West, gave him a block of Damascus and gave him a block of Damasteel that he wanted used in this custom knife, which is a totally different level of custom than I've ever thought of. And oh my God, when you look at this in its finished form, I can see, and Metal Complex spends way too much time, like he does, trying to justify how I know a lot of you won't understand spending more than this much for a knife. But guys, when people ask me how much these are, I won't even put it in my pocket. It's that kind of level. He said, but MC said that South Africa, in his opinion, was turning out the most consistently top tier knives. You can't find tier C and tier D knives in either a budget range. Well, they're all budget range because of the exchange rate, but in quality. South Africa, in his mind, and he sees a lot more knives than I do, that they have their quality turned up to like an 8 to 10, just on average. But you really need to watch that video. It's the knife I've never seen before. I would never personally own it. It doesn't do it for me because I'm not a flashy knife guy, but I can look at it and to just look at it's bewildering. But then when you learn that Sierra Bound bought the materials and handed them to the guy and said, when you get around, hey, Kaleidoscope of Knives, Hero Sticks, what's up, buddy?
I mean, there's a lot of people who can do that.
Slip joint. I'm gonna defer that to my brother Pocket Metal because he knows advanced knife throw, and I can pull it up if you don't know what it's talking about. Have you seen it?
So here's the thing about that knife that I find hilarious.
So everybody can look at it and talk about it while we critique.
If you watch any of the videos he's put out about that knife, he never shows the knife like this, where it's like a top down. He shows the side, he shows the other side, he shows the ass, he shows the back, but he doesn't show this. And from what I'm guessing, the reason being is because there's going to be a lot of fucking open space in there.
Like in between here?
Yeah. I'm guessing. Maybe not, but it's real weird. Like usually they show that.
It's a pretty wide spring.
It's two springs
and I think
possibly
it's
a spacer.
Really cool. And I'm one of the Advanced Knife Bros' biggest fans. I love his content. I told Pocket Metal I was never into two-bladed knives. I'm not going to talk about this a lot.
I wanted to like it, but I
got my first two-blade knife, and I love it as much as any knife in my collection. But it's not going to set me down the two-blade rabbit hole. And is this a spade blade? Let me ask you real quick. What you call that little guy?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean that's a trapper. So it's normally a clip and a spay is usually what it always is. Sometimes they've done things, a little bit crazy, and they'll have like a Warncliffe on one side, or I think like Rough Rider made like the beer trapper and they put like a cap lifter on one side, which was a novel idea, but then they mucked it up with stupid shit on it. But there's been all kinds of combos, but that's the traditional version.
Beat for Bear and everybody I've missed. Todd Carr, what is that? Yeah, and I'm not a cap lifter hater, I kind of am. For my personal, like when I bought my Magnum Dry Bar, I wanted it to be straight because when I was a drinker, I could use a Bic lighter to open my beer 100 out of percent of the time. And I could use this little Tucson knife here that has a cap lifter, which doesn't really cut into my hand. It's done well. But I could use this pry bar and hold my beer bottle like this and go in under the cap and just go pop and pop it off, just like I used to with my lighter. So I don't see a big advantage to having a cap lifter. Now, I don't mind, even though I wouldn't want it, the way Essex does it, and I probably mispronounced their name, where they built it into the handle of the knife. But to dedicate the blade to that function, to me, is a little bit overkill. Because I would think any outdoorsy person can open a beer bottle with tools like I can, whether it be a big lighter or
for
anything
me,
like it.
it's something that, and I don't know where the fuck my little GEC camp knife is. It's something that was always on camp knives. I love camp knives. The Advanced Knife Bros knife is very much styled after, like, this is just a budget Rough Rider one. Or no, that's not the Rough Rider one, but it's styled after that, cigar pattern, equal ended, and a blade, and then the cap lifter aspect of it. So they always had them on the old school camp knives.
And on every Victorinox I had growing up, which I think was two nice ones, had the cap lifter and the can opener.
They don't. I mean, now there's, and I don't know. It's probably been forever. They've had so many different patterns, and a lot of them don't have some of those tools on it. But the basic one has like a 4 implement thing, like on the camp knives. GEC did it on the Sodbuster. They added the cap lifter. There's, last month or two, they did the number 14 with the cap lifter. It's just something that was on a lot of old traditional knives. And so I'm guessing that's why he did it. Plus, I know, he likes to drink. So
what I used more than the cap lifter, and this is when I was a little young camper outer drinker beer guy. I think we drank more cans than bottles, in all truth. But I used the little one that had the little belly that was a can opener that you put on your can, and you'd hook it around the rim and you'd go like this. Yeah. I used that on my
where did I put that thing?
They do remind me of Good Times too, Mersault, but we rarely drank bottles. We weren't the break bottle kids.
There's this is an old school can opener style, like that.
Totally different. That's not what I was talking about. That's a totally old school.
Yeah, and then there's
the one I'm talking about looks just like the cap lifter, but
the little hook.
Yeah,
like this guy.
Yes, sir. That's what it looks like. But isn't it fascinating when you cut with it? Even though it takes a long time and you always slosh beans or whatever on you a little bit, just to watch it cut through, to me, is... What else did I get in? I've got some really cool stuff coming in. I did have this come in, and this has really excited me, guys, as much as anything lately. This is my second Tyler Vinnie T-Vinnie Apprentice, made in the US of A, Orange G10. This is the version 2, which has screws instead of pins. I have a version 1. We also moved this plunge grind way back. So you've got all the sharpening that you need. And this one he made for me in crew wear, because I've already got a Magna Cut with an acid etch. Comes with a little Kydex sheet. I'll put the Ulti-Clip on it, but I'm going to order another one of these Oak City geese. They're right up in Tennessee too. And this is what I keep my version 1 in. I just wanted to make sure, Tyler told me to make sure it would fit, because the version 2, since it's got the scales that are removable, is ever so slightly thicker, only in the handle. So I think this sheet doesn't need to be resized. I'll let it know however many millimeters, maybe a millimeter bigger. I think it just needs to be formed freshly, right? Formed by a knife that'll go in it like so. That's how I like this one to ride, because you can just literally pull the knife back to this little wedge and pull it straight out. But it's a great little pocket dropper. And this guy, like I say, is up in Tennessee. I made a mistake because I ordered it one night when I was just blazed, and I liked the neon green for no reason. I wasn't trying to match it to anything. I just thought it looked cool at the time with the black or the walnut leather all set. I should have gotten more of a caramel color to match my knife. So I think on my next one, I'll do orange thread, spend a little more time checking out my my leather options to see what color I think will go with it, kind of boost it up. But I love these little knives, guys. What I was going to say is, if you were a small game hunter, if you were just an EDC guy like me who likes to open packages and sit in front of an empty Amazon box and therapeutically cut, this little knife is as therapeutic of a slicer. He hand sharpened these on his KMH. Can y'all see that? But I would think this would make a great field dresser. Not that I ever field dress, but it really cuts anything well. It's thin, small, takes up a very small profile. There, I think for a made in the USA by one guy who does it part-time, it's worth it. I think this was $175 from G10. I think if you go carbon fiber, they're $210. And some of the handle materials, like the vintage micarta that I was showing you, that looks like the vintage caramel micarta, I think it was $190, was my first one. Which this is held up for over a year, opened countless boxes, and all I've had to do is strop it back to life. Now, I've not put it on any staples, any wood. I've used it for just Javon type stuff, right? But did love it so much that I wanted a satin one. And he finally had some done. And I'm glad they were crew wear because it's different. Terrence! What is up, Terrence Thunderbird? Y'all say hi to Terrence. Everybody get to know him in case he wins tonight. I want to know he's a good guy and y'all are embracing him. Say hey to him. Good to see you, Terry. Stick around, buddy. Whoops, I was sticking the wrong knife in. But it goes in the sheath fine. I just think I need to get a fresh one and keep this one fitted to this guy because it fits it so well. And we'll keep this guy for the time being in this little Kydex one. There you go, Double D10 channel members, the man reaching out to Terrence. I know you're a good guy, buddy. All I like to do is get to know people, even though I don't know you. Like Pocketville was getting ready to say, as long as you're in here communicating,
that's not what I was
going to be a totally bad guy.
That's not what I was going to say. I don't know what the hell you're going on about. I was going to say I don't trust anyone who tells me they're an honest person.
I used to say, I've always been I took it off because I had my knife thing on. Let me put it back on. Let me see if it'll let me put my settings back the way I had it.
I went and found my GEC camp knife. So this is like he even says this is one of the knives he based it on. But since I already have this, I find no point in getting something that's.
And he's just had these two sides, right? But he just had the sides like split. He had the cap lifter on one side and the blade on the other. It was just two blades, right?
Yeah, this has got the little can opener, and then on the other side it's got where you can hold a Torx bit and then your cap lifter.
Crew wear. He rarely has them on his website, quote unquote, available. But I learned that. I happened to find my first one that way. Somebody led me over there.
Yeah.
He had like a couple that he dropped. But follow him on Instagram. His name's Tyler Denny. I'm happy to give him your name, your screen name. And then when you see that he's working on like a group of them, because he doesn't have any open books, he says his books are closed, but he does these little small drops. All you have to do is DM him and say, hey, buddy, I'm very interested in one. Can you give me the details? And it'll be from 170 to 210. That's my experience. And if you want one, all you have to do is say, hey, buddy, I'd love a chance to buy it. I say this off the record, even though it's being recorded, it's not off the record. So I guess that's a stupid thing to say. But he's a nice guy, and he'll make sure one gets in your hand if you really want one, and he'll tell you what they cost and give you some. What I'm excited about, and I need to check my Instagram, but I've got it hooked up as my other camera, is if he's going to sell scales, which I can only imagine if you're going to start using fasteners, even though it's probably easier than pins. You would probably offer some scale materials. I would think it would be another profit center for a small guy like him. But I would really, really like some camo carbon fiber scales. Ever since I realized that stuff glows, I've gone off the deep end for it. I love it, man.
Let me see here. Let's see here. Hey, Javon.
Who are you trying to see, buddy?
You should make it so I can highlight comments.
How can I do that?
In the when you go to StreamYard, in the open screen, I think it is, you can set someone as a.
All right, I'm jumping out and coming back in.
You don't got to do that. Just open up a new thing
right now. Stay right there. It won't take you a second.
You don't have to jump out. You just open a new window. For Christ's sake.
So if I open a new window and I go StreamYard.
Yeah. And then you can do team settings, I think, down in the bottom left.
You're going too fast.
Is there team settings? Yeah, team settings.
It says invite guests, edit. I want to go to edit, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I can't remember. I know I did it. I did it when Stevie was on.
Change thumbnail, pre-record. Did you do it through YouTube? Do I need to go into YouTube to do it?
Nope. Had nothing to do with YouTube.
Right. So I want to do it from inside the studio, I guess, right? I'm going to enter studio. Because it didn't.
Maybe where it says, what? Up at the top where it says members.
I'm gonna share my screen. Hold on.
Where it says members.
Where it says members.
So you go to the opening.
Yep. I need to put your email in, right?
Yeah.
You want to put it in the private chat?
Oh yeah, I'll send it to you.
Send it to me in the private chat, buddy, and I'll copy it and paste it right now. I didn't know what you were talking about. I'm slow when it comes to that. And I've got a flashlight just burned on my stomach because I left it on. And you can't really see my fat carbon shine up, but it really does. It really makes it look. All right, here we go.
There you go.
I got it. Copy. Boom. Boom. Members.
And then I'll open up my emails and see.
Invite member. Team name. We'll call it Team Pocket Metal. And dude, if this allows you to use my account, feel free to do it.
You might be able to do it that way. I don't know for sure, but at the same time,
I don't want to make you. All right, I just put your email address in. It wants me to do it again. Email address is in admin or co-host. You can assist admins. You want to be a co-host, right?
Yeah.
The choices are admin, can manage members, content, and brands. Co-host can assist admins within the studio.
This is fine for right now.
All right, I'm sending you an invite. I think you have to accept it. And you will be good to go. Sorry about the delay, guys, but we're just making it better with every single chance we get.
We'll see about that. All right, let's see if this.
It says pending right now, but I can make you from co-host. If that doesn't allow you to do it, I can make you a admin, which might be better.
Let's see here. Is it going to my spam?
The sheath embalm is from, I follow them on Instagram. It's Oak City Leather, and I want to say they are $85. Now I'm sending. The reason I've got this out is I'm sending this little guy. Actually, tomorrow with tonight's winnings, I'm sending this little guy.
It's not. If it's supposed to send me an
I'm
email,
going to make you admin instead of co-host. Hold on.
It's. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. For some reason, my emails. It's just not like I'm not getting email.
Well,
I'm guessing it would send it something to me. The last thing I got was from PayPal.
It said it just sent it to you.
Yeah.
It said, let me make sure it went to the right place. I'll tell you where it went. It went to tigergraphics@yahoo.com.
Dude, I sent you it in the private chat, so you weren't.
No, but I didn't give the real one. It had a whole lot of stuff after that. It copied some long character string.
It definitely is not the word you said, though. It has something to do. Look in the private chat again.
I've got it right here. I'm gonna send I'm sending you an email. There's the homepage. What the fuck?
Jeez Louise, this guy.
Dude, you're killing me. Hold on. I just got to remember.
I think you spelled that first word wrong.
I just copied it. I'm simply copying from what you said. And you look at it in the private chat. Is it spelled right? Because I'm just
that's right.
I'm just going to take off the craziness. I'm just going to copy the link if it'll let me. Because when I copied it last time, it threw some other stuff in there. All right, hold on. I want to delete this. I wonder if I can make that one. I just removed you from the team, your fake one. All right, now I'm going to add your right one in there.
The reason I was doing this, so someone commented, it is Hero Stick.
I'm going to do your admin, all right? Because I think that's what it was. I have one more seat left, so I can add you again. But I'm sending in, let's see, co-host. No, same email.
Let's see here. Check my spam again. Yeah, no, it must have got inputted wrong.
It's coming right now. Here we go. Check your spam, all right?
I will.
I just said it again. And it did go exactly to
there. It is. It did now.
See if that lets you do it, because I might need to change the status to the other one. And this little guy right here, Pocket Metal, I'm sending these 3 to Joe at Lancelot Leather.
I might have to back out and come back in.
Crewware, go ahead. But I'm sending these guys to Joe to make me some little unique things, right? But what's cool about Oak City Leather, and we'll go there in just a second. Look who came here too.
I added them and you added them and got rid of them.
I added them and you accidentally removed them. What's up, buddy?
I'm confused now because Pocket Metal's not up there and you're froze.
You sound perfect.
Yeah, we see you.
Everything's good on our end.
You're living in the past.
No, I did.
Oh, I know what it is. I'm not on Wi-Fi. Hang on a second.
That'll do it. And I do have the names gone, which I could put back up. And I can probably go back out here where I did my witchcraft for Pocket Metal. Can you do what you need to do now, buddy?
Yeah. I was just going to highlight comments because sometimes
that's what I want you to be able to do. I just want to make sure co-host is as good. What I want to do is go to general. And I was disabled while live. I wanted to make it where our names came back up because I took our names down that are under us usually because I wanted to see what Dark Gravity was calling himself tonight. But I took it down because I had my tabletop here, right here. I'll let you handle this, didn't I, buddy? My true son?
Yeah.
I really like this knife. Guess what I'm giving away tonight to the members?
What?
My gun hammer, my Dale Ralph.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't carry it, buddy. See, this one? This is like the one I gave you. My Carter, this is one Jared Neves I won on his channel. I think I showed you this last week. I just forget.
Yeah.
But this is a 1-of-1 with orange peel contoured scales. They made only one of these.
There's not enough pockets in Huntsville to cover all your knives to be carried.
No. And I'm laying them down. But I did pick up a Cooley today. Did you see this? When I was showing?
Yeah, I saw you talking about that. And to answer your question about the sheath that you asked about earlier, it just needs to be reformed to the new knife. If you buy another sheath, it should work.
That's what I'm thinking. T. Denny's the one that told me that I might want to check first, because what I was going to tell Crewwear, I'm glad you reminded me about that, and we'll go to his site here in a second. So we'll go to his site right now. Let's go to Oak, because he's also on Instagram. That's where I'd follow him. But where you buy stuff is right here. Let me go share. Let me make this go away for no good reason. You go away. Let me present this. But I want to say it's $85, but I don't want to quote. I was going to say don't quote me. Let's look at it, because you choose the clip or no clip. All right, so this is his shop, and I want to say he's in Tennessee, because when he ships to me, it's like the next day. Dylan is the dude. These are the ones I get. Okay, the V3 is $94. So if we go here, I can choose from all these knives that he's already made it for. So if I wanted to do one for my my Boker, let's see if he's done the Boker Daily. Yep, he sure has. I just ordered the reverse Tanto in Nitro V for a very good price, and I've got the no, I didn't. I ordered the Tanto, so I've got this one in RWL, so I could get one of these little sheets. But let's say I go down here to the let's go to Tyler. Did he take it off because he changed size? I just ordered that one. All right, maybe he's getting ready to put it back up because it's not on here. Do y'all see it? I don't see T. Denny. Anyway, I just ordered one. You choose a knife model, Park River Mini Canadian. That's this guy right here.
Oh, man.
Can y'all see me too, or just the screen?
We see everything.
All right, so this is the Mini Canadian. I love the sheet that it came with, even though I didn't think I would. But let's say that's what I'm going to go with. So it's $94. So I choose the primary leather. And I think I got walnut last time. I need to go back to the site and we'll look at what these different ones are. But let's say I wanted to go with gray. And let's say the secondary leather, I wanted to go black. Stitching, like for my T. Denny, I'm going to go orange because it's an orange G10 handle. And then choose clip. I can go no clip. Mini stainless. I'm going to go ulti clip this time. Last time I went discreet carry, which does great. It just, it's real hard to get off your pants. But see, that doesn't change the price. So I can go no clip or clip, and it's going to be $94. And then I can choose my screw color, which I always go black.
I see that, Kyle. You sassy
and
bastard.
I can choose right-handed, right? So then I'm done. I throw it in my, well, wait a minute. Oh, these are some they recommend. And then I just add it to cart.
And then you type in your credit card information for us all to copy.
Exactly. So here's a black and here's a stainless. But let's go back and see if we can look at what the color leather he offers. Because he also offers this one for $85, a V1 sheet. I might try this one. So I do the same thing. I go down here and I go choose knife model. Let's see if I can find T. Denny. I think he's just waiting probably for one to get there because Tyler's the one that held me up. So I bet you he's communicated with this guy and said, I'm sending you another one. So any of these knives I can choose, right? And some of these look like folders, don't they? SPK Sharp. I want one of those big time. I don't see any secondary leather on this one. I'm going to show y'all some in a second where I see secondary leather. Maybe he does that in case the leather you want's not in stock. But then he's got some that are really nice, like this one right here. That's a secondary leather color to me. He does both scales for this little skeletonized knife, and he does these sheaths, both of which I think are really cool. But he does sheaths like that for about $115. If you want a handed belted sheath, I'm assuming the same thing. We can choose our knife. Here's a Jacob Creates Chickadee. Choose my primary leather. I wish it would change it to show me what these colors were when I chose it. Let's see if it's going to do that.
Is there not like a a page that shows like a
I'm
listing
gonna try
or
to
something?
find that. Let's see if we can do that.
Come on.
Well, there's straps. Go back to home. Pocket slip inlay. Customize. I'm not really seeing anything. Let's go up to the menu. Leather options. Bang. All right, so we've got either chemically tanned or vegetable tan. And this is the Pueblo. This is what we were looking at. So the Hortensia that I chose was this blue. Can y'all see that?
Oh yeah.
So I like the Pueblo gray. I like the, what's this butter? I wish I could make that bigger. It won't let me click on it. The natural's kind of
Zoom in
pretty.
on your screen.
Yeah, because I don't see the walnut's what I ordered. The walnut is what this is, if I'm not mistaken. That's walnut. But I like the gray. I kind of like the Hortensia blue too. So I can softer temper, more rigid. These are the ones that we use for sheaths. All right, that tells you the difference. These are probably what you're going to get with the wallet, because that's the other thing he makes. So if we go over here and we look at catalog, you can go journal covers, folders, fixed blade sheets, knife scales, desk accessories, glasses accessories. Let's see what kind of knife scale. I think it's just giant mouse. No, they're more than that. So like Azula, the ones that you can get skeletonized, you can get leather scales for, which would probably feel pretty good.
Wonder how that holds up.
You can get this kind of strap for $55. I don't know if that's a good deal. A NATO strap.
I mean,
And
you know, it's not bad, depending upon where are they out of?
they are out of. Go ahead, buddy.
A leather NATO strap for $55, I think is actually a pretty good price, because a lot of places charge $35 for some sweatshop made job.
Can y'all read that? Can you see Dylan? Probably North Carolina is where he is, buddy.
Right on. Yeah, I mean, forget stuff made.
He's a little craftsman is what his deal is.
Made in America, it's not bad. Like I said, that company I showed last week.
Yeah, made by just him.
7 straps out of fucking either Sweden or fucking someplace, and it was like on sale for like 30 something bucks.
Oh yeah,
and there was leather, there was all kind of shit in there. I don't know if they're making them all themselves, but
well, the slips I showed you that I get from Etsy that come from Romania or somewhere, I can get 3 for I want to say $15, and they're very nicely done. But this is,
you mean the Epic?
No, it's not the Epic. I don't think it's these right here that are.
That's what his price used to be. I think his stuff's still around like $20.
Not the coffins, epoxy coffins, right?
Yeah, Epic.
So this Oak City leather is kind of more like what Joe and what Troy do, I think. So this I can see where you do a primary and a secondary leather, but on the little ones that I'm looking at, I don't know why you would do that unless you just got his webpage set up to do that. So he's got coasters, little key fobs, flashlight sleeve for an O-light, made for an IF3T.
Yeah.
But seems like a nice guy. Like I said, I've had one experience with him where I placed an order $40 for his slips, which is a basic slip. But I ordered it, and I think I got it like 8 days later, $50 for this slip that has a little pin place and a clip. And these are all made in North Carolina. Ooh, I like this one, but it's sold out. This is a shark. I don't think he just makes it for the shark. So evidently, that's the SPK inlay. Little shark skin, and they're
Dottie.
All right, I'm gonna stop sharing and get back into play with y'all. What's up? Did you see my Tuya? That left me sent me to check out. It's Caliban.
I put it.
Yeah, I think I've seen most of your knives that you've gotten lately.
Yeah, I finally got my strider broken in. It's not, it's not a drop shut knife. It's a shape shutter. Whoops. Okay. But I really like this knife. Sounds like somebody's going down a turnstile.
Huh?
Sounded like somebody was going down a turnstile. I don't know if that was pocket metal. I need to get a coffee,
No.
and we need to think if there's somebody we need to give love to for our subscriber giveaway or the number game.
That was an airplane you heard fly over a minute ago. I'm not normally in the flight path for airplanes, but for some reason that one was.
Oh, that was a plane? That's pretty cool. I'll tell you what I heard tonight, and it kind of shook me. It was about 7:30, about 30 minutes before I went live. And it was like a grumbling sound, like a roar, like a jet. But it didn't move. When a jet goes by, it moves, right? And I
Well,
looked outside, and it was a nighttime rocket engine test on the Arsenal. So it was
that's
just
what I was going to say. It sounds like a rocket test.
yes, but yeah. Usually they only do them during the day. It was a full bore. I mean,
Yeah, they do a lot of military shit over here. There's a base not too far from us, and sometimes you hear them doing some shells and flying helicopters and jets all over. It's fucking nutty.
and Bob, the sheath was what we were just talking about, buddy. And text me and I'll show you. It's Oak City leather out of North Carolina, and they're anywhere from 85 to $110. No, 85 to 95 bucks. Let's see. Terrence, I need a translator. I need Google Translate. Welcome, brother. Oh, what is that? See, that's what I mean about people that I'm not familiar with coming in chatting to people, because that helps me think that they're in here, right? Look at Terrence looking out for me. Thank you, Terrence. Let me get Paul Wrench. I got to go to my other, and I hope I'm not way far behind, guys. Let's see, Paul. There's Paul. Nope, that wasn't Paul. I'm looking for white. Everybody else is blue. Right. See if I can find him. Is that one that I got a wrench? Did I scroll back up somehow and I've already gotten that guy a wrench? I've already gotten Paul.
It might take a little bit to show back up. There we go.
You got to give the system time to catch up to you.
Yeah, sometimes.
When I get behind, I wonder what I'm going to do, guys, just so you know, and I don't expect any of y'all to be there, but I am going to give Jim, I've sent a message today on IG. I haven't checked it because I'm using my phone as my camera.
You see this?
Which one?
I have it on the screen for you.
Tactical Terry, how long ago did you get them? Because I've actually got three. I've got this one that I bought, and I bought it in November, right around Thanksgiving, and it literally took me about 10 minutes, and it's super thick. Now, again, I'm putting a very thin knife in it. So to me, the quality seems pretty good. Now, I've got two for my chickadees. I'm going to show you them. They look like they were earlier models, and they both, of course, been used, but they're not nearly as nice as this one. Well, I've already put that in my slot. I'm going to get them in a sec when I get my coffee.
Hey, Terry, if you got some suggestions to things that you think for the money is a better option, why don't you throw that up in that chat there and we can take a look at it.
Absolutely. I'll pull up anybody, or I'll reach out to him and say you're not satisfied and get you what you want if you're like at the point where you had bad service. See, I found out that One Moon had an issue that I didn't know about with Jason and one of the nipples. a couple of years after, you know, he had it, and they're evidently having a problem because I know one man gets upset when he stops by, and y'all don't hesitate to pull me into stuff like that. I don't always know people, but I've always kind of been the guy who works with people who are hard to work with in corporations, if that makes sense. So I've got a way of resolving conflict in some cases. Sometimes I just bury myself in shit, but that's the way it works. I'm not seeing it, guys. I'm gonna try to get all the way down here and start fresh. If
Someone wants to know where you get chickadees from.
Chickadees from Jacob Creates, and I'm gonna go. We'll go to his real quick Instagram because that's where I can show you most of these people, and you can find their other stuff from there. So Jacob, I get them DLT and River's Edge Cutlery. Get they'll do drops, but they're almost impossible to get on the drops. You got to be really quick, or just be aware that it's going to happen, right? Or you can reach out to Jacob, Jakob. There it is. Where did I find it? Hold on. I try to be helpful.
Oh man. So Tactical Terry says that he's just more a fan of Lancelot Leather. Obviously,
I'm sending two things to Lancelot Leather, and I do not. Just the only reason I did the Oak City leather, in all truth, was because I had the two, and I'll go get them in a second, that were very well used, that came with the two chickadees I bought, because both of mine came from the secondary. So when I saw that he made them for, I was a little bit blazed one night and just ordered it just to see what it'd be like. And Joe and I talked today, and I'm sending him these 3 small guys I showed you. I love Joe's stuff. I've got several of his slips here. There's Jacob Creates. For some reason, he just didn't want to pull it. So this is where I go to connect with chickadees. First place I saw him was on Lefty's channel. Now, once I put the feelers out there, if you're looking for a chickadee, people help you find chickadees. But like this one here, this is probably a drop coming up, dropping Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, right? And they come with, all of them come with scales that you can replace and a Kydex sheet. But if you follow him, he makes these other knives too, that some of them have kind of looked interesting to me, but I don't do big knives. I don't know why. And I cannot buy. But he'll show the chickadees before they drop, and you'll either see that it's going to River's Edge Cutlery. This is an edition for River's Edge Cutlery, or this is a drop that's going to be on this date, right? And you just got to grab one. And I found them on the secondary too. I found one.
What do those run for?
They're about $190 in Magna Cut. I've got one at 20 CV. The blade steel doesn't really change the price. And this guy also does really nice leather. I don't know if y'all are familiar with him. Have you ever heard Tailored by Cortez?
No.
That is olive Minerva full grain leather, blah, 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 waxed and burnished. So yeah, it's just somebody else that does it, you know. But Jacob works with a lot of people. I'm sure I need to put him and Joe together. That's a Taylor Cortez. Looks like a lesser one. Let's go to Lancelot. Can I get there, or do I go through the round table? Yeah, the round table.
I mean, you can show his Instagram page, but I mean, I think he sells only on the round table.
Can y'all see that?
Or no, you know what? He might still have I can't remember if they said that he still has his own independent website. He might have got rid of it. I don't fucking know.
But yeah, his leather work is next level. I can brag on this because my buddy A to Z EDC got one of the first Exos and reached out to Lancelot and got this sheath, the first one he designed. My buddy sent his Exo A to Z EDC up there, and Joe made him one of these and a side mount. When I moved that, it's crazy, but one of those that You put your belt loops on, and it kind of canters it, like we were looking at over on Oak City Leathers. So Jeff got 2 slips for this XO. Super cool. But most of Joe's stuff's custom, because we were talking about it today. I sent him pictures with a tape measure and told him, look, I'm just going to send you the knives. No rush for you to get them back. Price them out, I'll pay for them, and you can send them when you send them.
I think if you send him the knife, it always, makes sure that it's like a perfect, unless it's something he's already.
Yeah, unless he's got something like, a Tops bull trout or something like this, a knife that he's crispy that community. What do y'all think about this knife for like $300? I've been like hard pressed.
That thing that you just showed us?
Yeah. Have you seen those before?
Nah.
That's it. You know who Crispy Donut Community is?
Are you asking me if I know who they are?
Rhetorical question for the live stream.
Are you trying to just...
So I found this at some retailer, and I was surprised. It's $180. And that's 35 VN, which seems high to me when we were just looking at a Chickadee for 190. Because these are not made in the great USA, as far as I'm aware of.
Yeah, but they'll get some YouTube dude to sit and push them. They'll sponsor some of their videos and get it out there. And
don't be a shit stirrer. What's wrong with you? I'm joking.
I mean, that's how that shit goes. That's how you got. And I'm not saying that James Brand didn't make a couple of decent knives, but most of them are overpriced D2. Made in China, and
they've got a couple American-made knives now. Still overpriced.
But they went through and got a bunch of YouTubers to push their knives. And what's the other one? Wesson, WESN, I think's the other one. Did the same thing. I mean, and then they got signed up with Huckberry, who's a marketing genius. They got sponsor every YouTuber. And they just push the knives and sell the hell out of them.
Well, I have learned that there are different ways YouTubers can partner with companies. There's sponsored videos, which is a totally different thing. Like if you look at that, the naked afraid chick, what's her name? Melissa Backwoods?
The what?
Melissa Backwoods. So if you go to her Instagram, she does $1,000 per video. So basically, if you want to
unfollow everything she appears on.
Well, I'm just saying that's how some people do it, right?
Because I hate that kind of shit. I know it's not a real video. I know it's bullshit, and I don't want commercials popping up any more than I can handle it. So if I can get rid of it, I get rid of it. And sometimes when it is an actual commercial, I just fucking report it as fucking being spam in my feed.
I think of it, and I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole, but I'm into the social drama and all that crap. And Logan Paul made his alleged make good from his cryptocurrency scam game. Have any of y'all heard about that? Crypto Zoo? Anyway, it was a scam where he scammed all of his people for millions of dollars, never produced the game.
I just removed Javon from his own fucking stream for talking about shit no one wants to hear about. I had to do it. Sorry, Javon.
I forgot I gave you privileges.
That's where I didn't want to let you do that. Give me that power. But now that I have the power, Javon starts going off on a fucking tangent about fucking
all I mean is
YouTube drama. We're gonna have to fucking.
If you watch a video, they're supposed to, by law,
yeah, for sure, tell you that it's a commercial.
Sponsorship. Yeah, exactly. And for me, shorts don't really. The line's kind of hard to draw on a short.
Some people just like to watch the world burn.
If y'all knew what I watched on my free time, you're gonna watch my personality slowly shift, and then one day I'm gonna come and half of the show I'm gonna do makeup on this eye, then do makeup on this eye.
I'm all for it. I'll join you. We can have a makeup night. I just don't want to talk about the
order
bullshit
some
drama.
scales for this? Dark Gravity, were you in the chat when I said that?
No, I must admit,
order some
I had to stop.
I've never
I
taken
had to
this.
fix my camera.
I've never taken this one apart before, but I know Satu took it apart when he did the regrind on it. So I'm sure it shouldn't be that hard because the original goat scales that they have are linerless. So I guess like my Spinnaker right here, I'll be able to get rid of my liners as well as my scales. And then I'll just have that little G10 Scorpion lock will still be there, this black bar, but this should all be stone-washed titanium.
I'm not saying that she's not like a real outdoor person. What I don't like is when it's constantly people, the only content they put out, unless it's like, if you're following Blade HQ, obviously they're just trying to fucking sell you shit.
Or Knife Center, you're wanting to see
and not that I've ever followed her actual account, but a lot of like CVV was fucking pumped. I just had to unfollow CVV. I did want to see new knife models that were coming out, but when they put in that kind of shit, it just fucking I get rid of it, all of it. And the same thing goes with fucking what's his face, the fucking dude, the fucking what is his name?
Taylor.
Who?
Taylor, not your average EDC, not or the
no. The dude that does the fucking flicking shit and does the rubbing stuff. He always rubs everything and flicks it. And that's
my buddy Ray.
Yeah, Ray.
That's Ray's little shit.
Yeah, I fucking got rid of it. Anyone who fucking uses that guy as a video, I fucking unfollowed. Can't stand fucking seeing someone.
Pocket Milk and I can love each other and have
totally
points. I think Ray's little shorts are kind of classy, and I can see why companies. Because for me, as a knife guy who also happens to have a YouTube channel, I never think of myself as a reviewer. I'm not a hard user guy. I think there are people like Stasa, people who can, that know more about knives. That if I was interested as a knife buyer in things like that, I would go watch and get some information from them too. But people like me,
I just hate when everyone does the same thing. So when everyone hires the same fucking dude to do their fucking, and it's the same thing over and over again. It fucking, it's funny though. I complained to what the fuck is that, Urban EDC, about my account being fucked up, and you know who responded to my email was fucking him.
Well, I think he basically is helping them with their social. So if I could see how he could do it, like I could see what you're saying. If you're doing it for multiple brands, you should probably have a different stick for each.
Ooh, we got a sticker.
But I think he could find out, because all it does is it shows so many different, little things that kind of makes me, even if I know what it is, coming from advertising, right? When people used to do 15-second pre-roll ads on YouTube, people hate to sit through a 15-second ad. I sit there just pissed. So if you can get something cool in 5 seconds that gives people just a glimpse to make them say, I want to check that website out later on my time. But I had something like Ray just showing a little part of the knife that draws me back to it. I think there's a place for it. I can understand why you don't like it and why you wouldn't want it to show up, because it's not really content, right? It's just showing
it's not
the knife.
I don't know. It just annoys me. I can't like the repetitiveness, the fact that everyone's using it. Fucking, why can't companies just do their own thing? If you want to show something, like, even though that there's been other people that they've had on there that kind of annoy me, like in Civivi or whatever. I hate when it's fucking just like everyone's like, oh yeah, let's just buy that guy and have him do fucking everything. Fuck that shit.
Well, I'm not slam on Melissa Backwoods, but this is another thing that to me is a buyer beware thing. I see her because I have not bought.
I don't trust any of that shit. If anyone's like, "Oh yeah, this is the new great," they were paid to say that. Fuck that shit. It's bullshit.
So in one reel, she's showing off that real big Midgard Messer that I remember her. I walked by her at Blade Show while she was playing with it, and she could barely get it open. I thought she was going to cut her hand off. But there's a picture of her, and she's talking about how cruel it is. And then the next video, that's like 3 down, I guess because I paused on that one, it's her showing some other just random little knife. And then the next one, she's taking a goddamn scooter out of the back of a Subaru. and jumps on that motherfucker. Looks like she's never ridden it before and starts bouncing down a dirt road. So, I could tell in the quotes, people are going to do what they're going to do, and that's okay. I just think for me, what I hope to be able to do is show notes. Like I said, I can't tell you what HRCs don't really matter to me. I can tell you that all of Tyler's, he's got a little ding on the back of his. There's a little divot right there. But he HRC tests his. So I think this crew wear was 61.5. And for crew wear, evidently that's good. But I don't care. Really. I don't. It's just not something that, it's nice to know. But it's just not the biggest thing to me. Because I'm sure this M390, as I just failed, what was that?
Swedish Chef.
I bet you that's not as hard of a heat treat. And the only reason I say that is to play devil's advocate because I don't know. It may be. But I bet you I don't know the difference in this losing an edge, we'll say, versus this losing an edge for what I use them for. Now, this is going to go better because it's thinner. But, it's just one of those things. And I think it's great that people do that actually that test it after the fact, because my understanding is if it doesn't measure up, he throws it away. I'd rather him have a second sale where I've got a couple of 58 crew wears, I'm selling them for $60 instead of throwing them, I guess you could melt it back down, Dark Gravity, because you use the steel again.
That's why Mersault tunes in every Monday.
You can reheat treat it, maybe more.
I give a fuck about you guys, but I don't give a fuck about anything really else. What? I'm sorry, Dark Gravity. Can you?
You can maybe get away with reheat treating it once. You just anneal it, clean it up, But as thin as he makes his knives, I don't think he could.
When you think he's probably just throwing.
Yeah, the knives are so thin, you don't have anything to work with to do a reheat treat.
I didn't know you could all in like a jug and melt it and then I didn't know if it took up more of a process.
Oh, you're talking, over 3,000 degrees to remelt stainless steel. And so, they're not going to do that. He's going to sell it for scrap or use it for something else.
Now, when I told Joe to use I'm giving him total maker's choice because this little guy's the biggest one I'm sending him. This one's about 4 inches. I don't know if it would be better in just like a little lighter holder type thing.
I would love for him to make you a sheet that looks like a penis so that way you can just shove it up your arse where that knife belongs.
He can hang it on his neck.
Are we getting
a penis sheet and hang it around his neck.
I thought about not even sending him this one because it's got such a good sheath, but I like this knife so much, and I don't like neck knives. And these rivets, I've yet to find a way because they're so far apart to really get something good through to mount it with. So I'm thinking this guy would make a cool, I'm thinking coin slip, kind of fitted coin slip type deal. I don't know. And he could make me anything, and I don't care. I'll be happy to have it because I love his slip.
Here's another.
How thick the handle is.
I just saw a comment. I'm not going to highlight it, but it relates to this. I also get very annoyed, and it's just because I am not like this at all. When I see someone and they're like doing an unboxing or a first, whatever, and they're like, "Oh my god, oh wow, this is so amazing! Look this is the greatest thing ever!" Like when people act like overly enthusiastic about shit, I feel like they're the fakest fucking idiots in the world. And I can't watch
it. And I can totally get that. And I try to stay not super excited, but usually I get quiet when I am flipped out. Sometimes things, because you know how it is when you're waiting for a knife to come in, right? So unboxing is the same thing. So you get a knife in and you open it and you've got preconceived notions, and it's either gonna, sometimes it does blow you away. The thing that blew me away in just a small way, and I did it in the unboxing about this particular raccoon I'm giving away, is the D10. It kind of baffled me. I was like, why does this one? Then I got my other raccoon out because I hadn't given it away yet. And it was good, but it was just more mushy. And I was just trying to think, wow, that's just a totally different feel.
I've never been excited about opening anything that much.
Dude, I used to be, for me, it's the dopamine rush of waiting for the knife to come from the manufacturer to me. This knife right here, this stitch that I didn't expect to like at all, this thick thing is the thinnest, sliciest knife I've ever had from any factory. Any production, grind, or whatever you want to call it. Look at that.
Do you see my face? That's how excited I am about that.
Well, little things like that surprised me. So when I did the unboxing, I went, this is the greatest knife ever. It's got a great ergo. It doesn't fit, it's big for my pocket, and the pocket clip you feel. But if I ever want to go out on a Friday night, I'm afraid that I might have to defend my Slurpee or wait till I can get my Freedom Pill dispenser. This is a cool knife. And for $300, it was, again, I didn't expect it to be so sharp. I expected it to be more of a, because what I can notice is so much paper, which according to MC, and I believe it, because he said his viewers would text him that cutting paper is not a good test of a knife sharpness. He says instead of that, you should chop into the paper, which he started doing, and he was showing the difference today, which is taking your knife and instead of cutting through the paper, just giving it a short little, kind of like a whack to see if it'll cut the paper or if it's bending the paper. I don't know if y'all can see that. But it makes sense. I mean, you can look at sharpness a different way, but what I listen for is what it sounds like, right? So every time I unbox a knife or do a review, I try to cut paper with it because you can hear if it's going like my A100 working through the paper, kind of leaving a rough edge and still cutting it, versus the TRM Atom that's literally like a laser ring that I consider the therapeutic cutting, where you don't even hear the noise. The paper just falls apart. Another one like that is, if I'm not mistaken, that's Drift. Well, you can hear that this one's got a little rougher grind. So this one's got a thicker grind. A good example is this Kung Wu Padre. Makes no noise going through paper. And then if I just want to give it a little chop, see it cut the paper instead of bending it down. Right at the top. So they're different levels of sharpness. None of them, I mean, that's coming from a guy who uses.
I put a comment down here from Kyle. The sharpest crayon in the box.
Paper towels, cut. Very few of my knives can cut paper towels. Very few of my knives. I've never been able to do, even with some knives that I know are sharp, Kyle. I think there's a technique to cut the paper towel holders. And when I don't cut well, and I notice Cole does, is print paper or phone book paper, which I know it's harder to cut. Which is one of the reasons that I use regular paper, not even, because this paper is kind of cheating here too. Because
it's super stiff.
A lot of it is how well the cutter can cut, right? So I think part of that, being able to cut paper towel tubes, and I've watched like I think there's.
He's talking about floppy shit though. The floppier it is,
he's talking about like Jared does when he pulls off 6 inches of paper towels and tries to cut it like this. Yeah. And he does after he sharpens it. But
that's the same thing that the dudes from Dutch Bushcraft Knives use the phone book paper.
All my videos would be just terrible if I did that because I don't think I could cut any of it unless I put it on my PRM or my whatever you want to call it, my what can I think of the name of my sharpener? TS Pro. Third grade's not falling asleep. He's just multitasking over there, trading comments. You can definitely tell the difference in sharp knives and not sharp knives. And you can tell the difference in geometry, right? I think geometry is everything. Perfect example for the geometry argument is like this cold steel from Satu that doesn't even have a finished edge on it. This is right off of his grinder. And this is a big ass cold steel. So, I mean, geometry, I think, makes a lot of difference. He's so good. I got to send him more knives. I just feel guilty.
Yeah, I want to send him my card at f5.5.
Buddy, you will not regret it. I
For
can
him to
promise
fix up.
you won't regret it. I mean,
No,
look at the plunge on that. I don't know if you see. I mean, he changed so much and preserved. Even though he changed it and shortened it, he still left it perfectly stubby. Because I looked at it, not to try to nitpick it to say, Satu, I'm pissed, but just to see how good he really was. And I was like, he's surely the guy. There's got to be, because he calls it practicing. He always says, thank you for letting me practice on your knife. You know, I'm thinking, dude, thank you. Let me send you cash.
He's handled one of them before. It's not like he doesn't know what the knife is, and he's handled lots of fucking Chinese fucking made shit. He just don't own any. He buys it. He buys it and then fucking gives it away or passes it along.
He's all about. He actually bought a Tucson 269 that he reground for me.
I know it's little, and that's what you're going with, but he's handled them.
But he bought one of those at White Mountain Knives just so he could regrind it. So, I mean, he's open-minded, but when you talk about I watched his video and I wanted him to do it the way he wanted to do it. So on his video, when he got my knives, he was like, I've met Javon and he's a little guy. I don't picture him being a hard user. I'm thinking he probably wants it a slicer. So I didn't interrupt him. I just wanted him to do what he thought to do. And he did this one. I'm going to go grab the Tucson because he actually bought this Tucson because he was so impressed with it. And I was so impressed with him.
I got Satu's slip joint. He sent that to me a couple years ago.
Dude,
GEC Whaler.
And he is such a kind individual. I finally met him.
I'm not even going to highlight that comment, Kyle.
So this is the Tucson, and I don't have the number anymore because Satu put a hollow grind on this for me, but it's a big, massive Tucson. And it had a black blade like it does now. And the number was right here in the fuller. So when it came back to me, I expected it to have a stainless blade, right? Because he ground it. So I opened it up, and I don't know if you can see that. Damn, how the fuck? I mean, it's
Dude,
great.
thanks for doing that, gifting 5 Knifeflix memberships there.
Beard of Doom. Thank you. Let me tell you who the new members are, and then I'll get back to what Satu said about this. But anyway, he made my knife, he made the blade color match again. I said, Satu, you didn't have to do that. I was expecting it to come back. You know, he's like, no, dude. He was like, I needed to practice it, and it's not exact. I was like, dude, it's more than exact. Thank you. Beard of Doom. Thank you, brother. Let me tell you guys who are new members so y'all can go to the comment that is pinned and enter for this Killer Kaiser Gunslinger, which is a, looks like Terrence. Let's see. Let me see. Where is it? Why didn't it show me? Beard Ding. Salamondo was gifted a membership. Hero Sticks was gifted a membership. Ginger Fisher 75. Snow Tribe. And No, he just made a comment. Sorry, guys. Humphrey Chimpton was gifted a membership by the Beard of Doom. And I don't see anybody else. But if you've got a member besides your name, if you've got a little cat or something besides your name, go up, watch that video, and leave a comment. Because we're getting ready to do the just subscriber people in here giveaway. So you guys are not holding you hostage. Peter, thank you so much, buddy. But look at that, guys. I mean, he actually matched the blade.
He did a good job on that. I mean, just from what I see here, but it looks cool. And you're happy
Well,
with it.
he was so impressed with this knife, with how it ground, because this is a D2 blade. This is a $99 Tucson. But he showed me where he bought one. He bought one of the anode ones to grind it because he said it grounds so well. And when you look at it, he did the same type of thing where he left the tip. The black doesn't show it as well, but the tip's a little more broad. And I mean, the plunges, dude. I mean, he just is amazing. So did you guys think of somebody whose channel we can go give love to for the giveaway and do a comment?
Yeah. So someone mentioned something, and I'm going to highlight it here in a minute. I'll find it. Just give me 1 second.
Somebody said Stabby Stokes earlier.
Yeah, that's why I was going to highlight that.
Let's do Mariella. What I was going to say is the member giveaway, as long as you guys leave a comment now, even the new members, you don't have to be present to win it. I will find you. I don't draw again if you're not here for the member. That's why I want to go ahead and do. Let me find Aaron. I thought somebody was saying touch with Stabby because a knife I'm trying to trade her. All right. Mary Ellen's got 156 subscribers. We've got to do something about that. Is this it? I'm going to share with you to make sure she doesn't have two channels.
I don't think she does. I think it's only the one. I can't imagine all her content. So
that looks like us. All right.
While John stops to breathe for a second, I'm going to bed, y'all.
Have a good night, man.
I've already been napping over here, so.
Are you ready to do that?
Huh?
That's what someone called you out.
I'm sure you got an early morning tomorrow.
Well, no, I've just been up since 4 o'clock this morning, and actually worked right at 12 hours today.
You know how many hours I worked today? Counting uploading.
Probably. Counting uploading.
20 minutes it takes to upload.
We're gonna count that as a 0.
90 minutes.
90 minutes.
I've got to change my ways, dude, or I'm going to be homeless. So you have a great night. Thank you for jumping in.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm glad you found your Strider. I saw your post. I guess you found it.
Yep.
Where was it? A jacket?
No, it was in the box with all my other knives.
I'm trying to learn it. Is that a gunner grip?
Yeah.
Is it aluminum, titanium, or G10?
It's G10.
All right. So before you go, it's G10 too, right? So I've got the blade. This is a G10 crosshatch.
Yeah.
G10 little backspacer there, kind of like a monoblock, and then a titanium back.
Yeah.
What do you call the ones that are? Because I noticed you can get aluminum for a little bit more, and then titanium for a good bit more. Are those the 3 type deals that they usually do? I'm just talking SMG, not the different ones. But
I mean, he offers different. Most of the handles I see are the G10 ones, and I think that's just because they're more affordable. So he sells more of them. I don't see a lot of the aluminum and titanium handles, but I don't know if there's a specific name for them. They just.
When you go to bed, go to Nashville and put in Strider. Not the AR .75, but look at the other 2. You'll see what I'm talking about.
I don't need one right now.
Well, you can look at them. I don't need one either.
I struggle looking at pictures, though.
Speaking
Good
of
night,
pictures,
Wallback, Copper Light.
did you see this little guy before you go to bed?
Yeah, you showed it to us earlier, didn't you?
I don't know if Doc Gravity was here.
Oh, he might not have been here. You're right. It might have just been me.
This is Lefty and Collins' slip joint version of the nip.
I like that.
Dude,
The new one's called the Cash Grab.
it's going to be a QSP OEM. You've got this orange matter carbon fiber. I don't know what carbon fiber they're going to use. Absolutely no displacement between the scale and the carbon fiber. This one's D2 because it's a proto, but it's going to be S90V, full, tall, hollow, and the walk and talk. I think this would be the kind of knife that I'm not only excited in, it would be a good knife for somebody who's not gotten in a slip joint before.
I would suggest you pay attention to opening and closing that knife, John, and stop looking at the screen. Because the way that knife walks, it's going to make you talk. It's going to cut that finger off. That thing snaps closed pretty hard.
Dude,
Does anyone else love that Dark Gravity says
8-year-old
finger without an eye?
You're talking to a 56-year-old man
It's
who was 8 years
spelled
old.
with an A with a line over the top of it.
It's
It's a finger. It's a
Honestly,
finger.
I almost lost my fingertip when I was 8, so I'm absolutely overly conscious. And ever since I cut the shit out of myself with my Adamas, it was so traumatic that I've only had a couple of small surface cuts since. Dude, the Adamas was, whew.
Oh, I remember that.
I could have lost my finger. I remember the
Yeah,
comments.
I'll bring
That's
this
when I
back
quit
up.
reading comments because people were like, "Your pinky looks rotten. What's wrong with it?" Because I had a big glue on it because I wouldn't take it off. It looked like a big wart into my pinky.
I'm just gonna kick him out of the stream so he can leave. So
Later, dude. Have a good night, bro.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good night, man.
Let's do a giveaway for old Stabby Stokesy here. I want to put. Let's see how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go to this video where there are 24 comments. And what we've got to do, please, is I want y'all to subscribe to Mary Ellen, to Stabby. I want you guys to watch the video, leave a comment, and the comment somewhere in there put Javon. Juhvon. No hashtag.
You only spell it like 3 different ways, by the way.
No, only spell it once. Juhvon.
No, I mean between your Instagram, your YouTube, and something else. It's
you
like
know how I came about, right? I've always been Jay Evans, which to me is always real noticeable.
I know. I
Paul used
just
to call me Javons because he'd spell it out. He'd sound it out. Instead of Jay Evans, he always called me Javons.
I know.
I'll just go with it. So I'm going to throw this in here, and then I'm going to pin it because we'll come back to the member giveaway. But y'all go, leave my stream, leave a comment right here.
Which video? How you gonna do?
I took it. It should be taking you right to a video. It is December 29th, 2023 is the video that's going to.
Click the link.
I've got to save the link. All right, I'm just pinned it. I replaced the pinned link. And yeah, it takes me to the Stabby Stokes, and the title of it is December 29th, 2023. Let me share.
I've got a couple weird things here.
She's got the coolest stuff, guys.
Like
I've
and then
sent her knives. She is hilarious. Her Instagram posts are epic.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to some more talks about knives.
So y'all take your time, go over there, give Stabby a comment. We've got 24 now, pocket metal. So we should get up to, let's try to get about 60 people over there. Knife Eclectic, what is up, buddy?
So are you just how are you wanting people to just spell your name on there?
Leave a comment. Leave a comment, right? And then somewhere in the comment, put the word Javon, because I'm going to filter by comments. JUHBON. So for people like Cheeto, if he happens to be in here, just leave another comment. Just type in Javon. JUHBON. And you can throw it in there. Here, I'll put it in there. Hey, Marty, I ordered some scales today from you, buddy. I ordered some 80-15 scales. So just throw this in the somewhere in the comment. But you must watch that video. You must like it. You must take another minute out of your night and start to watch at least 10 seconds of another video. I'm missing donos. No, Kaleidoscope's been member for a month. Thank you, Kaleidoscope for Knives. Almost
I
denied
highlighted
him.
that already. You're talking, but I highlighted it when I saw it.
Guys, I've got to get better. It's like a New Year's resolution for me, and I just fail freaking miserably. Right. All right, there we go. Javon. This is how you got to spell it. And you can go back in and put it in. JUHBON. Somewhere in Stabby's comments. And what I was going to say is if you got a second, go over, because you only got 2 videos. Click over on another video. Start watching it, because it'll make it show up in your history. And it'll tell YouTube that you looked at another video.
Oh, I'm not highlighting that one, Salamando. Jeez Louise. Oh, boy.
I'll hit them all, man. Equal opportunity offenders.
No. not today. Oh, man, it's. This is correct. I'm running the show now.
Thank you, Jack. Yeah, hey, man, I can't run it by myself, guys. I feel miserably. I tried. I'm just not good.
If you think Javon can talk that fast and read at the same time, I don't. Seriously.
Guys, I've like I said in one of my videos, did some serious damage back in the 80s. Hey, Tippy. Please don't walk across my computer or knock over my coffee. Can you see the cat right there off screen? I mean, like, peering right at my shit, like she doesn't know they're going to knock off my mic or just tromp through my keys. Nope.
Dude, my cats do that all the time. Like I said, I have to build like a wall in front of my computer every night, and I forgot to do it in front of the laptop sitting over to the left of me. Today I came out to work and everything's jacked up.
Oh, they'll do it, man. And she has no shame. You've got some over there. You've got trees. But what I was gonna say is we give Stabby some love. What was I gonna say? I had something profound that I was gonna add. Paul, you are entered, my friend. All you need to do is put in the words.
FK20, they're free. You just open up your door and one will appear.
They choose you, buddy. And I know sometimes it's tough in terms of living conditions.
We've got a waiting list outside.
Waiting to come in? Well,
Yeah,
y'all do everything.
try.
Y'all probably have all of your little corner of Washington where they're like, hey, screw that. Let's go over to Pocket Metals.
We had 6 deer at one time last night, raccoons, possums, and then a cat that every time you open the door fucking runs in from outside.
He's cold, man. Let him
I
come
understand that, but he lives
Those are
supposed
the
to live
ones that will
across the street.
typically assimilate with the other animals because they're so grateful. They show that total passivity, and the other animals either feel sorry for him or just take him out the first night.
Nah, he chills. He sleeps. We put a box and some blankets outside for him on our porch. And if he doesn't go back with his dad across the street, then he sleeps here on our porch. But we check on him all the time and make sure he's okay.
Let's get the Tippy cam up. Because she'll be down there laying on my shit and just sick it.
Timing perfect.
Yes, she'll turn around and she'll just, nope, she'll come back. She'll come back and just like crouch on it.
This is the truth right here.
That's exactly right. You know what I learned early on? And I had a rest her in peace. Ashley, my German Shepherd, she was like 14 years old, and dogs will not go in the house before you. So like if the 3 of us are outside, and I heard this on one of these pet shows, that the dog will always wait for you to go in and follow you in. And the cat will always go first. And you can think of it two ways. The cat could be just ninja, going in there to make sure everything's square, and the dog could be cowardice. But I don't think that's the case. I think the cats wait for us to die so they can eat us, and the dogs are just loyal as they can be.
That's bullshit. Anything gets hungry enough, it's going to eat your ass.
I agree.
But
the dog will probably not have much left to eat on because the cat will have gotten you to the bones. But they can be awesome too. I mean, and what's weird is they get wishy-washy. Like for the last 7-8 days, she slept right on my chest, which is a pain in the ass. And then like this morning, I woke up, she was gone. She's hanging out in my other bedroom in her tree, like I don't even exist, in her cat tree. All right, I'm going to pull up the random comment picker. We're going to go back to Stabby's post. Do I still have it up here? No, I took it down. God, it's pinned. It's pinned. So the post is pinned where you leave a comment with Javon in it. This is the video we're going to pull from.
Back in there.
Then we'll go over here and go to the random comment picker. And see what I'm going to do. This is what I was thinking that I forgot. What I'm going to do Sunday night, late Monday night, Tuesday night, one of those nights, I'm going to do an unannounced Insomniacs Live. And the reason I'm going to do it is I want to run a live through YouTube's platform without using StreamYard to see what what it's like. And I figure that's the best way to do it. So you guys be looking for a random. You won't be up. All right, Javon, let's see how many results we get. Right now we've got 55 unique comments. That's not bad. How many people we got in here? We got 85.
85.
All right, guys, go to the link at the top of this window. Go subscribe to Stabby. Wake up if you're sleeping on your couch. This is for a Vostede, Raccoon, Cleaver, i.e. sheep's foot. I think this one's in 154. Hold on. It may be 1428. 1428. Sorry. But just go in there and all you got to do is jump in and type in JUHVON. Type in this right here.
Oh, Lord, need him. Someone get that guy some ham.
Hey, I placed a couple of interesting orders from White Mountain Knives, dude. Guess what they got in stock that you probably wouldn't be interested in, but I was. And it might be one that's what would you call it? It would be a Canon.
They got the new Kunwu knives in there.
The Django?
Yeah.
See, the only reason I don't like it is it's got the axis lock. I've got two Kunwus with the axis lock.
And you said that the detent sucks, huh?
But I picked up a Kunwu Tau S that they had, which is the sheep split version in Vanax, the frame lock.
Right.
It's only got a little bit of a thick grind.
So do they not send you replacement springs with theirs to make it a little tighter like some companies do?
They do, and I put in the tighter springs. It's not that it's, I hate to shit on it because some people like looser detents. This is the strong springs, for example.
Right.
Such a clean, it doesn't feel anything like a Benchmade, right?
Okay.
But you have so little pressure. It's almost like it's so smooth, it doesn't even feel like an axis lock. But you have very little. This one's got the magnets in it. Now I'm waiting for Saigon sending me an upgraded magnets, some glue, and a scale from an 80-20.5, which could solve this problem all the way together. And some people won't mind this at all. This is the pulsar. But for me,
that's sad because I really like the shape of that Django one that they.
I have sent them, and we communicate on Instagram. Show me that model, but they might not understand the translation. They assure me that it's going to come out as a frame lock. I said, look, I have 4 of your knives. 2 that are the, whatever they call it, I call it by its slot name, and 2 that are frame locks that I named the knives. I said, they're night and day. You have the best frame lock actions in the game. I said, but these others are just, even with the stronger springs, well, how much trouble would it be to offer both? You know, like if you're going to do a run, I think you could pick up a lot of people that aren't buying it because of one lock or the other. Cheeto, what's up? Hey, buddy, I saw you left a comment on Stabby Stokes' video. Go to the top of the page and click on her link again and leave another comment that just has the word Javon in it. I'm going to put it back on the screen because we're about to do a giveaway and we're doing it off of the video that I saw your comment in already.
It's at the top still.
Yes, at the top, and then just put in, and then when you get there, Cheeto, just type in Javon and like it, which you've already done.
I would prefer if you really had the choice, and this is like, you know, maybe some people don't give a fuck, but I'd really want it to be a fucking bolster lock instead of a straight up frame lock where it has, you know, like some sort of carbon fiber, micarta, what the fuck ever overlay.
Something to give you a buffer so your hands not.
Yeah, so you don't have that giant bar. Plus, they're usually kind of ugly. I mean, not that it's just about that, but it definitely gives you something to put your hand on so you don't have to worry about it. And then also, it just looks nicer, I think, on most things.
It's better in every way. And the first one I really got to look at close. And while y'all go ahead and leave your last few comments, the last one I got to look at close was this Paladin, because Lefty sent me this one and Dave sent me this one. This is the bolster lock version right here.
Yeah.
So they go for the same price. What I noticed is they're a little
I also don't like frag. I think that I hate.
I don't either. But this one's got the external cutout, which makes it even harder to get in your pocket. Whereas this one, when you hold it, just feels so much smoother, even the edges. So the ergos, taking the frag out of the consideration. If this was orange peel, this one's so much smoother. The only downside I could see, or the only advantage to the frame lock, is, and I might have made this up or heard it in my sleep, but I thought when you grab a frame lock to hard use it, part of the stability and strength of the lock comes from your grip. And additionally, where you're not really pushing it in on a bolster lock, because not that you need to, right? Because you're using this is a thinner lockup than that is in terms of the material coming in contact with the tank. But no, it's not.
It should be the same.
It's identical. It's absolutely identical.
I mean, most of them that I've seen have been.
They're identical. I'm sorry, I couldn't see it. The only difference is that one thing where you wouldn't, like if you were worried about lock failure, which is another thing that I'm not really worried about. I don't know. It was interesting to see 2 of the exact same knives, one done as a bolster, one done as a frame lock. Because at first, I thought they were going to look identical. This one was just going to have a skin on this other one. But the frames are done a little bit different. Like there's a lot more titanium here. This is just one piece of titanium, right?
Yeah.
Where you've got a much thinner one behind the same thickness here because you've got your carbon inlay.
Right, but at the same time, because of the cutout to make the bar move down at the bottom there, where they do the little, relief so that the bar bends, that's the fail point anyways. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how thick it is. That's the thinnest point. So it kind of doesn't matter.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And again, I'm not going to go out.
I'm just going to put this here.
And do serious hacking where I'm going to whack my I just don't see it. Let's see how many comments we got. What else did I show off? Let's see here. Let's go back to. We are from 50. We're still at 55. Y'all, nobody else went over there and left a comment? All right, kiddos, there's a comment, a video pinned. This is my last public service announcement. There's a comment pinned at the top of the chat. you want to go to that video. It's Mary Ellen Stabby Stokes. It's 12/29/2023 is the title of the video. You'll like it, you'll watch it, and you'll put in the comments something with the word Javon like I've got on the screen there. I'm going to give you all about 3 minutes because I've got to get ready for the member swooper too. So yeah, I grabbed that the S-Towel, which is the sheep's foot and Van-X. And then I grabbed, because I want to do a video talking about Collins knives from Devo, because this one right here, this little Tuya, is the CM Designs. And then I had the Kubi Royal, which was the CM Designs, which I ordered it from White Mountain because they had a titanium one left. So I ordered his knife in a titanium, and then I have the Tucson, I think it's the 319, which is one of his early designs. So I ordered it because I've got a video in mind of looking at, because I was attracted to his design before he and Lefty ever talked. I was buying his knives. And then I think what they've done together is kind of brought his mad talent and then Lefty's ability to say, I think people would like this because I see them. So I think that's why they've been successful. I could be wrong because I think they're listening to what the community wants in some capacity. Why do I keep seeing the same comments? Guys,
so in the background, there is an oven preheating, and that's because pizza's getting made. So there you have it, folks.
You said the word. That's going to get me thinking about Taco Hell. All right, I'm going to see if I've got any. We're still at 55. You guys aren't playing anymore, are you? Say, John, we're done. All right, I'm getting ready to go. Bearded Doom, you're not a dick. Have you gone and left a comment, my friend? There's a link at the top. This is not the member. This is the one we're doing for Stabby Stokes. And we're going to give away this Bostede raccoon cleaver. All you got to do is go leave JUHVON. I'm going to start sharing the screen. Then we'll do a countdown. Then we'll draw. I'll get my little pad out. Not my maxi pad, but my little writing pad, because I will forget this shit as soon as it happens. So we are going to call this the, and then we might have a number, or if we got enough time, we might have a, choose a number.
I moved my desk out into the dining room, so that way I'm closer to the beer.
Let me look. Hold on.
The office behind me. That was like an extra couple feet I had to walk out of my office.
Did you change your get up, or did you move the beer closer to you?
No. The fridge is still in the same location over there. I just moved closer to it. If you look at my old live videos, you'll see that I was in a different room. Much different.
Raccoon. All right, guys. Put your comments in there. I'm going to go over. I'm going to get YouTube comments. Why is it this? Javon, filter duplicates. One, get YouTube comments. All right, guys. Good luck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're at 55. Here we go. Good luck. Yeah.
My hat is driving me nuts.
Who's it gonna be? It's Mark Hoyle, 3182. Are you here, Mark Hoyle?
I didn't see that person unless I'm crazy.
3182. Let's see if he's in here.
Oh, my comments just locked the fuck up. Oh, I'm done. I froze. What happened? My internet go down?
No, you're good. I see you. Marco, you in here, brother?
I look frozen on the screen.
Is that our brother, Marco? Is that you, Marco? It's giving me a bigger name that I don't know how to read. Is that you?
Uh-oh.
Congratulations, Marco. See, I never see the whole names. I'm such a bad host. Huh? All right, Marco, I'm going to give you my Gmail right here. Knives
Oh, shit.
Live 2021 at gmail.com. And if you email me tonight, buddy, I will do my best to get you out later tonight so you'll go into the mailbox tomorrow. So all you got to do is email me right there. Congratulations, my friend. Now, everybody that's a member, hopefully you've gone up and you've had a chance to get into the member giveaway. Because we're going to pull for that one, even though members don't have to be here to win that. I just want to make sure y'all have time. And then we'll do a fixed blade giveaway. Just because is this our first live stream of the year, or is it our second? No, it's our first. So we'll do a New Year's fixed blade giveaway. All right. And we'll stop sharing that. Go member giveaway. That's going to be the Kaiser gun hammer. Let me show you guys what this is, because I really think and want all of y'all to enter in this. Because like I said in the video, if you don't like it, it's only going to go up in value. And you can probably get a couple hanging for it right now. Oh, there you go. Oh, I was trying to add you right when you came up.
I don't know what the hell happened. It all froze on me. And then
So this is a very unique
disappeared.
knife. It's a Daryl Ralph design. He passed away last year. That's his maker's mark. But it's a Kaiser from their old blade series. Titanium S35VN. Got thumb studs. It's got these thumb studs also act as external stops. What's weird about it is it doesn't have a reversible clip, but a lot of his customs, because they're tactical knives at the end of the day, they have tip up or tip down. You can swap that if you want it tip down. How weird is that?
That is a crazy knife.
Man, it's a badass knife. I saw it on Therapeutic Edge's channel, and I started hunting, and I found it at Blade HQ, I think. And it was probably one of the more expensive Kaisers that I bought, but it's probably one of the biggest, one of the beefiest. So if we're going to hold this up next to our Cold Steel 8015, see, it's a real full-size knife for a Kaiser. All right, has everybody gotten all registered? All the new members that were gifted memberships tonight, did y'all get up there? Here, let me put it up. Before I do anything, I'm going to go back and I'm going to add the link because I'm getting ready to have to change it so I can draw for it. But I'm going to give you all about 5 minutes of it just hanging up there so y'all can leave a comment.
Where is this at? We're supposed to leave comments for this?
I'm about to pin it. Hold on one sec. It's the one that was up there earlier, but I'm going to put it right here. Share. Yeah. And I'll pin it in just a second. First, I've got, and you know, you cannot put it directly into YouTube. You have to go put it into all right, so my chat's totally locked up. There it goes. What the fuck? We're congratulating Marco. I'm trying to get down to pin it. It's floating in the comments right now, but I'm going to find it here in just a second. I'm scrolling as fast as I can. All right, there's my email that I put
Okay, I see it.
Let me find. There it is. Boom. All right, it's gonna be.
It's only got 53 likes. What the hell's up with that shit?
All right, we got. It's now pinned. Let me look at it. Let me see what we got going on there. We've got. Let's open it up. No, I can't get a like to save my life. That's what I all say. Hey, nobody likes my shit.
You're like, what's his name? Can't get no respect.
Well, that's George Carlin, but I was doing.
No, I'm talking about the other guy.
Rich Lux
Johnny
is the guy I
Dangerfield.
watch. My drama guy is like, I can't get a like to save my life. Dance the queen. Dance the queen. All right, we got how do I find the fucking comments? There we go. We got 75 comments. 75 comments. Beard, this has got a slight recurve, buddy. It's not heavy, but it's got a slight recurve to it.
There we go.
I've never gotten this thick. Food Doodle came out large at MC's video or giveaway at night. That is awesome. I'm going to check and see if we've gone up any. And then we're going to make it, because I think what I'm going to do before they go live, we'll have a little time. I'm going to give away another knife. A fix it. Let's see. Over here. We were at 75. We are now at 76. So somebody got in there. All right, guys, if you remember and you haven't had a chance yet, I'm giving you about 3 minutes to go up and just type anything. Javon's Knife Licks, his two-song bestseller, still the TS 129. Mark Herrera, I believe, I don't know if it's the bestseller, but I think it's my favorite. Let me grab it and see if that's what it is.
Oh, wrong one. Moved before I got to put up what I wanted. There we go.
I've seen this one in my Carta. I got mine several years ago, but I think this is the 129.
Rodney Dangerfield in Caddyshack was fucking hilarious.
Oh, he's the best. Is that it?
Is that what?
The TS 129. Twang Thang just gifted a membership. Hold on, guys. We've got a new member here. Thank you, Twang Thang. We've got a new member who needs to go up and leave a comment in the pinned. Let me tell you who it was. Crazy Roach. Crazy Roach, are you in here, sweetie? My man? I don't know why I said sweetie. Maybe I thought you were Crazy K. Disregard the sweetie, dude. Go up and leave a comment. Thank you, Twang Thang. But this knife right here is a great knife. Really, this is a new Tucson. This is the Tucson TS 396. This knife is titanium, carbon fiber inlays. I could do without those. Kind of thick. Really nice blade, in my opinion. M390. Internal line lock, super only deployment, $99. This is a great knife. Let's see what else I haven't given away. I'll show you a couple other good Tucsons. Y'all leave comments because I'm getting ready to come pull for it.
I didn't hear what you said. I thought we were going to have to call.
We will go to White Mountain Knives after this,
alert.
and I'll show you guys this one because it doesn't have the number in it, but this one's still in stock. $99. D2. This is one Satu did a regrind on. And then this is the TS 300. It's in 14C. It was about 99 bucks, but it's a wicked Tanto, hollow grind, compound front, drop shutty. But I've given away several that were all good because these are the two sons that have kind of stayed in my collection longer. So I would say if you're looking at any, and we'll go, let's do this. Let's see how many comments we've got. Because we'll go over and I'll show you the ones at White Mountain Knives that I know are good because I've given away a lot of the ones. All right, we're up to 76 comments. I think that's where we're going to stay. All right, guys, I've got to go in and make the video private. So bear with me. Content.
I'm out, kids.
You gone, buddy?
Yeah, pizza's done.
All right, enjoy it, my friend.
You guys have a good evening. Congrats to whoever the winner is, and go hump a door for Javon. All right.
Love you, buddy. Tell Shimmy and the furries I said, hey.
Will do. Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. So I've got to go in here, and I've got to make this edit bump, and I've got to make it visibility, private, done. Save, copy, pop this link in here, paste it, take the word out because you don't need that. Get comments. Oops, that video doesn't exist. All right, hold on, guys. I'm having to play some funky delic games here. Let's try that. Done. Save. Copy. Post. Paste. Get YouTube comments. All right, we got 59 comments, guys. Everybody get ready. I'm going to present the screen, and this is for our member giveaway this week. If you don't win, no big deal. We are going to have more chances, and there will be a random Insomniacs live coming up. We got another giveaway after this. Good luck, everybody. Jim Tergliafera. Brother Jim Tergliafera. Are you in here, Jim? If not, I will find you. Y'all hang on because we're getting ready to do another one real quick. Jim Heard Leah Feta. Are you in here, Brother Jim? Well, I will find him. So what we're going to do is that is for the Kaiser. Now, y'all can choose real quick. Is there somebody who we want to go give love to real quick? Or Backwood Blades? What is up, buddy? Did I find you? I did, didn't I? It should be on its way to you. Good. Jim's here. Awesome, Jim. Look, let me throw this is the quickest way because I can get it sent out to you tomorrow. I'm going to throw my email address up in here. And I'm going to pin it. And all you've got to do is shoot me your mailing address. You'll get a tracking number from Pirate Ship when I fill it out, which will be probably about 4 o'clock this morning. Nice Live 2021. Shoot it right there, buddy. No, and anytime you do membership giveaway, anytime we do membership giveaways, you guys don't have to be here to win. Once the winner comes up, I'll go in and find you because, again, I appreciate everything y'all do. So be forbearing. Is that someone we want to leave comments for, or do we want to do a numbers giveaway? Do we want to do a random StreamYard giveaway? I'm going to give away. I'll show you what I'm going to give away for our little New Year's. This is something that I've already reviewed. I gave them, I want to say, input last year on the sheet. someone won one of these knives, and I could not say what it was in an earlier one of my knives lives. This is the Boss Steve Mink. I'm going to have to take the discreet cherry clip off it. I will put the tech lock that came on it back on it. So it'll have this clip on it, but it is a Nitro V. Super, super thin EDC knife that's got jimping in two places. So you've got jimping here, you've got jimping up here. Got a nice checker G10 handle. You've got a sheath that retains like a beast. Let's do this. And you guys need to let me know what we want to do. Do we want to do a StreamYard random generator, which I don't think is that random. I think it's wacky. Do we, since there are 90 of us in here, do we want to do a numbers game? Or do we want to go to a channel and give a little love to somebody of y'all's choice? B for Ben, I see you're throwing somebody up there. I've got to go to the other chat. Hold on a second. I'm taking something apart in my lap. Let me go here. And Dick Ritchie. Y'all tell me about Dick Ritchie. I don't know him that well. Numbers game. I've got a lot of numbers games coming up. All right, we're going to do numbers. The only reason I want to know more because Brother Ed Harrison had a reaction that I didn't know, and it could probably nothing. I just like to know more about what's going on if I don't know nothing. So we're going to do a numbers game. We've got 88 people. So the numbers are going to be between, I'm trying to put this tick lock on. I can have this bitch ready to go. All right, we're going to go from the numbers are going to be hashtag. I think it's hashtag. Let's do. I'm telling y'all, hashtags are weird. I get a lot of the same people winning. All right, I'm getting a lot of hashtags. All right, we'll do hashtags. That's not numbers. That's hashtags. All right. I'm going to go do a hashtag. I think if I was y'all, knowing what I know, sitting on this side, I would say numbers game, even though always hated coming up and thinking of the numbers. I get it. I want to mount this thing horizontal. That's how I would want it. Hold on one second. I'm putting a hashtag. I already know what it's going to be, but I've got to start collecting them before y'all put it in there. Hold on. Right hand, cherry, boom, boom, boom. I'm sorry, guys. I'm slowing y'all down. This is a giveaway. All right. Let me get one more washer. All right, go into a random generator, and I'm going to give you all a hashtag. And then I want y'all to load it up. Chat in the chat if you haven't been chatting, because if nobody recognizes you and you win, chat it up. Let's see here. Where is it? StreamYard giveaway tool right there. We got this stream, the word. There's going to be no hashtag, okay? No capital letters. Real easy. Easy peasy. And this is what I'm sharing. So right now, y'all can start entering that word. And that is the name of the NAF. It is the Bossteed Mink. It's a banger of a night. Uh-oh. Dropped my fucking screw. A little crunch in my studio space here. Let's see. Take that. Put it back there. Take that. How y'all coming with the word? Getting your words in. I'm working on this damn tech lock. Now I worked on it too hard. Let's see. All right, guys, give me just a second. I'm gonna draw for you. Dang, I'm struggle busting here. I'm not ignoring you guys. I hope everybody's in there, and I'm just trying to get my techie lock on. Here we go. All right, Acid Test Kids, what's up? Ed Harrison, what's up, brother? Ed Harrison, y'all put mink in the chat. I'm giving away this mink Frosty fixed blade. After I get this fucking tech lock put back on it. All right. Everybody getting their word in? Slide that over. God, what a pain in the ass. All right. I've got it mounted scout, but you guys can mount it however you want to. I'll show you what we got here. All right, mink is the word that we're looking for. This is what we're going to be giving away. It's got the tech lock. I had to take off the straight kitty. I've got to put it on another night. But it is the Boss Feed Raccoon, or the Boss Feed Mink. I'm sorry. Their little EDC fixed blade. VGT or Nitro V. Yeah, Nitro V. Got jimping right here. Got jimping up at the front. Fantastic full tang construction. Got a little lanyard hole. Super retentive sheath. Let's see how many minks we got. Let's see how many we got. We got 61 minks so far, so I'm going to share it. I'm going to give y'all about 30 seconds. Whoops. Give y'all about 30 seconds to go and drop mink in the chat, if you'd be so kind. And then I will draw for you guys. And I think we've got about 10 minutes to Maddie. And then I don't know if I'll post in the community tab. Maybe I'll post in the community tab the night that I do my test live, my Insomniacs. I'm not doing it to get a lot of people necessarily. I'm doing it just to see what the streaming experience. Satisfaction, what's up, brother? We're getting ready to come join you. Right, Mink, in the chat. We're giving away this brand new Vosteed Mink fixed blade that I reviewed, that I actually bought off their website because I wanted to check it out. If you guys remember, I gave one of these away without a sheath that I was giving at Blade Show, and helped them come up with a sheath, just a basic Kydex. So drop your mink in there. You don't have to have a hashtag or anything, Maddie. You don't have to have a capital. Just type in mink because we're about to draw. But yeah, guys, I should have some really cool stuff to show y'all next week. And then I will put in the member section which night I try my little go live with YouTube scenario and see how that works out for us. And we'll do it in Insomniacs and see what the experience is like. Maddie, did you get entered, buddy? Make sure you get in it. Oh man, Lancelot got in. Also, Lancelot, I was just showing before you came in what I'm getting ready to send your way. And I really want you to do with them what you think, because one of them, like I was telling you, it's just a little old guy, right? It's a little coffin, kind of pry bar with a chisel blade on one side. And then the other one is this little Ultim guy, but look how tiny that is. And I know you can come up with something cool. I sure as hell don't mind paying for it. It's just I don't know what to do with it. And then the other one that I'd love to carry is this one right here that I'm going to send you. I don't want you to overthink them. Just kind of think of what you would do if they were yours and you just didn't want them to stab you in the leg, right? Kyle Coonley, what is up, brother? Did you get in on our mink giveaway? This guy, I'm putting a tech lock on it now, having all kinds of trouble with that, but it wouldn't be any fun if I wasn't. But we're about to give away the mink. As soon as I get this washer in, I'm tooling for it. All right. All right, guys. Let's see how many we got. StreamYard giveaway 2, we're up to 65. All right, I'm going to share it, and I'm going to give y'all about 10 seconds. And then we're going to give this rascal away to somebody. Everybody just wants a mink. Throw in your mink. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Can everybody see it? Let me make sure. Good luck, everybody. And I appreciate everybody hanging up. All right, you can see it. We got that to here. And let's draw for this biatch. Demonot 13, the man, the myth, the legend himself, winner, chicken dinner. Demonot, I think I've got you, buddy, but I'm going to throw my Gmail in here. And if all you guys who won, it's no rush. Again, I don't mind sending them out Monday, but if you go ahead and get your email tonight, there's a good chance I can get them sent to you in tomorrow's mail. Here is Demonot, my email address, brother. And I think you'll really dig. If you like fixed blades, you'll dig this knife because it is a slicey one. Let's go Vosteed, Mink, brother, Demonot. So we had Jim win the member giveaway. We had Marco win the Vosteed Raccoon cleaver. And then we had Demonot win the Vosteed Mink. All right, the Demonot DF, he crispied it. Oh, to my buddy Crispy. Demonot, you are too kind of an individual, brother. I love you, dude. When you guys do that stuff, I mean, I love you guys. Crispy, Demonot DKSF'd it to you. So what I'm going to do is have you email me. I think I've got yours too, but if you'll email it to me, it'll remind me. Knives Live. I've got to get a channel email address, 21 at gmail.com. Let's see if that's spelled right. Knives Live 21. Demonot, man, hugs to both of you guys. Naked group hugs to both of you guys. I love seeing y'all work together like that. Crispy Fritter. Two of my brothers looking out for each other. That's what I mean and I'm sure a lot of y'all don't wait till the end of my videos because it gets old. And I catch so much shit. Used to catch so much shit from Shane. But that's why I say look out for the guy to your left. Look out for the guy to your right. Look out for each other and go forward with love in your heart. And the reason I ask y'all to look out for each other, because we're all in here for the knife game, right? We're all in here for really what each other loves. So I think it's just always good to be looking out for each other. And like today, I had a conversation with somebody. I'm a big believer is if there's ever something in the community, specifically a human, a person who has said something or done something that has you not liking them, unless it's something that you know is beyond talking about, always reach out, especially if it's me or anybody. DM me, call me, text me. I always want to talk about it because I say so many words that I might be pissing people off and not know it, but I will never, ever hold a grudge. I will rarely ever get mad because nothing pisses me off. But if I upset you guys from saying something up here while I'm just talking, please let me know. That's the last thing I want to do. And I want us all to look out for each other. And Demon, when you do something like that for Crispy, and we all do, satisfaction, believe it or not, brother, there are a lot of people that love to stew in their anger. But guys, I'm going to peace out because, Maddie, you're about to go live, aren't you, brother? Aren't y'all going live at 11:10, like in 3 minutes? Tippy never gets under my skin. But when she lays on my chest and I'm trying to sleep, it freaking sucks. Twank thing, if I'm pissing you off, I'm doing something right. But guys, I love each and every one of you. Thank you for hanging out with me. It means everything. ask you, like I was just telling you, my little virtue signaling, but look out for the guy or gal to your left. Look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for one another, guys. Look out for the live stream that I will post in my community tab the day I decide to do it. Because I'm just going to be testing it, so it's not a big deal. And I'll do it late after everybody else's, so it'll be at midnight or later. But keep loving your hearts, guys, and know that I love each and every one of you. Thank you. Peace.